I want to be wrapped up in your arms. Forever, forever, forever.
Do you like Barrington Levy?
Yeah, I like all that. I like all old stuff. Yeah, I like all some of that. I prefer Beres Hammond, but he's an old. Yeah, he's good. He's a good artist. He's a nice soft reggae singer. Yeah, any of that. It depends what mood I'm in, mate. Yeah, Dire Straits, anything. All depends on the mood. You know how we are.
That's it, my friend. Welcome to everyone who's joining us. We got G Truth in the building. Myself. We're gonna get started soon. We're just gonna see who pops in, who wants to come on panel. But yeah, it's a big day tomorrow, everyone. What do you think about it? Are you anxious? Are you nervous? Do you think it doesn't matter? Let us know.
Yeah. Well, if we live now, Truth, mate. Well, from my point of view, I'm anxious, a bit anxious about it, but anyone would be when you see the way the police were going on last week and unprovoked. I'd say it was unprovoked. They weren't flipping attacking the old Bill. Well, you see it. Everyone see the live stream, different parts of it. You saw the biased footage from what's it called, RT and stuff, and then the narrative you get from the paper and blah blah blah. Then this guy was meant to have been attacked. You see that, and then you don't hear about it. So it might be, excuse my French, a mind fuck just to get us all worried and thinking. I don't know. That guy ain't turned up. If he was nicked and he was here, we would have turned up by now. I ain't heard anything. Then yes, they hear this about Shimarani and the other girl getting nicked. You know what I mean? Hello, Corinne. How you doing? Yeah. Then you hear the other girls getting nicked, and then you get the little Twitter, the text is saying they may be held into court today. So I don't know if anyone out there's heard. I haven't heard anything yet. You know what I mean? But I'll stay on this stream for about an hour and a bit or whatever I plan to. But I'm just going to go down to the vigil and say hello for an hour. To see what's happening down there before tomorrow. But yeah, I'm planning to go. I ain't going to no protest. I'm going to walk about my city and have a walk about. If I bump into something, I bump into it, mate. So I ain't planning to go to fuck all whatever illegal gatherings, whatever the state wants to call it, the bully cunts. But yeah, I'm going out to see what's happening. Hopefully, a lot of other people go out and see what's happening in an ideal world.
They were talking about the guy who supposed. So remember, for everyone, G spoke to an older guy, and he told us about someone getting assaulted by the police so much he was unconscious. They were sort of looking through that on UK Column the other day. So yeah, it has been spoken about. I don't know for sure. There were rumours that he has passed away. I don't know because I haven't seen that confirmed. But yeah, it's not good.
Well, it hasn't been front page of the papers and all over the internet. And man dies at gathering to talk the truth about the COVID hoax, or the doctors that were there and the mothers with autistic kids and blah blah blah. If anything has been mentioned about it, I don't know. I haven't seen anything pop up in the mainstream, especially regarding a guy dying at a gathering, especially at the hands of police. You know, all I've seen is this tweet from the Metropolitan Police website or whatever, Twitter account saying, "Oh, a man fell ill." That's the way. Obviously, he's fallen ill. You've started talking to him. He's just fallen ill. Yeah, unfortunately, as he started talking to you. But that's their wording. He's fallen ill once he's been questioned about a matter or whatever, and they've had to take him away to safety. And you haven't heard from him after that. I think it says in the tweet, someone can find it, but he's been released on further investigation or whatever. But then someone I know said, oh, he might have been from a group from High Wycombe, a truther group who came down from High Wycombe. And then they found his bag. There's all this little this and that and this little different avenues to go down. But I know one thing, it hasn't been plastered over the paper that a man was killed at a protest / gathering in central London on Saturday. I know that hasn't it. It's just been rumours. But there's definitely footage of a man with police around him, whether he's flipping involved with the police and he's part of it, or whether he's actually a citizen who's just been bashed over the head and he's just an innocent guy who's just been caught up in it. I don't know. We can only speculate in it, especially because there's been no official story for us to look at. But if anyone's out there, look into it. I don't know. Either way, it's got me a bit thinking. There's more to think when you see them rushing into the pen and how aggressive they were, and you hear these stories about them not even being proper policemen, just being hired in so they don't have the proper oath as a normal policeman. You hear all this shit. You don't know
It does
who's
feel like that. Yeah, it does feel like that, G. It feels like they just hire people to make up the numbers. And what I noticed,
This
yeah, a
woman
lot of
said
them.
that.
Who did?
She,
Go
she,
on.
she's an ex-police. I ain't met her. I was gonna meet her, but someone told me she's an ex-police woman. Right? Instead, she's bullshitting. She's bullshitting, but said she come across as genuine ex-police woman, and said that's the way they do it. She left because obviously she might be a good. Well, obviously she's a good person because she's left. And now she just tells little bits and pieces to people. But she says, yeah, that's the way they do it. Certain ones of those riot squads are sort of shipped in, and they're not proper policemen, so they don't have the oath where they have to. I don't know, some little technicality. It'd be very interesting to speak to her. If I get hold of her again, I'll try and get her some information from her, but it isn't surprising. They're like animals, they're just thugs. They're the thugs.
Some people were saying that a lot of the police or even riot police didn't have their police numbers on their front of them that they're supposed to have.
Yeah, most probably not. Well, that's how they was doing it in America as well, if you remember. Exactly the same, mate. Exactly the same in the States when they was hiding their names, hiding their identification, how you could identify them, and they just looked like government security guards, basically. Yeah, they've done that tactic already. And it's more their attitude as well. Very, very aggressive and hyped up, and that's it. They're just hitting and you're moving, or you're getting nicked, or you're getting hurt. That's it. Like they're doing these other, when you see it, we've watched it all these years in Russia or China and all these other countries. You think, fuck, well, I know I do anyway. You think, fuck, man, thought the police were bad here. You're getting smacked up and you've got no recourse at all. That's it. You're getting beaten, you know? But now that's it, really.
And then another thing that I saw in the UK column was, you know how there's a sort of chant that goes, choose your side. Well, one of the main sort of police commanders, or whatever the hell you want to call him, actually did a tweet saying, I've chosen my side and it isn't with the buffoons with no masks behaving irresponsibly. So his side is the police, and he thinks that if you don't wear a mask, you're behaving irresponsibly and he's your enemy, basically.
Oh, I haven't heard that. It doesn't surprise me. That's that's it. That's what you have to deal with. That's it. Especially if the top, the ones at the higher ranks in the police and the government, they're definitely Freemasonic and flipping sadistic and most probably bordering on psychopathic if they're not psychopathic. Come on, they take the orders from their superiors, and then that all comes from the top, from the money power. We all know that. Look at this. I just watched that Lukashenko. I was just reading one of Clive's posts, and he got offered, I don't know, £100 billion, whatever it is, billions and millions and millions, to do exactly what everyone else has done. Lockdown, lie about it, crash the economy, and curfews and masks and blah blah. All they're pumping out around the world. So obviously the others have taken it. The others have taken the bribe, like that Sir Vance, Valence, whatever his name is. I was reading that today. He's got 600 grand invested in the vaccine company. Is going to pump it out to us eventually. That's what they hope. And they're saying there's no conflict of interest because he's not involved on the vaccine side. Well, he's only involved in lying about the whole fucking thing, but he's not involved in actually talking about vaccines, so there's no conflict of interest. They're literally just laughing at us in our fucking faces, mate. It's like they're not even trying to hide it that much anymore with secret bank accounts or getting their auntie to just buy it, or just and covering their tracks saying, fuck it, you own 600 grand in that company, it's going to get vaccines to the country. And I'm also working for the government and giving them the information that says that fucking 500,000 people are going to get, test positive, and you're going to have 200 people a day dying. And when you look at the projections, where is he getting them from? Because you're not getting them from the last 6 months from the figures and the data from that. It's just, again, you're just fucking making it up out of thin air so you can scare everyone and get the government to put all their laws into place and lock us down and eventually vaccinate us. People are that fucking stupid and dumbed down that they believe in this shit for whatever reason, or not at least questioning it at the very least. Do you know what I mean?
And in Scotland, they're saying that you can't go. Well, we don't give a damn about our laws, but they're basically trying to convince people to not go and like meet anyone else in another household. So if you don't live with your mum, you can't go see your mum. If you don't live with your daughter, you can't see your daughter, etc., etc. If your grandma, can't go and see her. Who the hell are they to say that? Do you know what I mean?
Mm. Well, they're doing it. Where did it say? I read something today as well. I heard it. One of these American states. Yeah, Boulder, Colorado. They're basically saying that kids, university, college students can't have friends. Google it somewhere, one of you look. But it's basically that if you're in Boulder, there's a legislation from the state government or whatever. You can't meet friends from university. Some bullshit. But when I read the thumbnails, friends can't meet, and then I listened to a bit of it. I got sidetracked. But that's it in a nutshell. Just more restrictions saying you can't meet this, you can't meet this person. Just like this 6-person rule. You meet 6 people, then you can all fuck off, and then you 6 people can go and meet another 6 people and pass this deadly virus on or spread it. And you don't, and none of you, all of you people don't even know you've got it. And you could have it and not even have any effect from it. It's just so fucking, oh God. I don't know how they're still getting away with it, mate.
It
Especially
gets
now
worse
we've
and
had
worse.
6 months of bullshit, truth. We've had 6 months of it, mate, for it to sort of, they've seen the lies come out, they've seen the money, they've started connecting certain dots are just coming out naturally, and people still ain't getting it, mate. Most people.
Before we came on here, we were saying, I was telling you about London's gonna, is on the watch list for getting locked down. I mean, it's just obvious they're doing bit by bit by bit by bit. They might as well have just said that we're doing it for the whole country. I don't know. I don't know what they're up to, man.
Yeah, well, they're definitely up to something, mate. Well, we know what they're up to ultimately. It's just like it's panning out now. It's just like, oh, the virus is going to get where they've got him just spreading these lies like they did 6 months ago with Ferguson saying that 500,000 people are going to die and all these models and we have to lock down and nothing's happened. Nowhere near to the way he said. And even worse, it's come out that it looks like it was a pack of lies. And it's just an ordinary flu, and older people that would have died anyway would have died. Now they're just trying to sex it up, saying it's this coronavirus. And you see it with these care homes and everything. Little bits are coming out here and there of nurses, whistleblowers with the care homes and everything. You know?
Did you hear our idiot Prime Minister's speech the other day when he mentioned the army?
Go on. I didn't watch the little prick. It
You
just
didn't
wound me
watch
up.
it? No, it did to me as well, mate. I couldn't stand it, but I just felt like I had to. But he's just saying such loaded things. Like he says stuff like your mild cough can be someone's death knell. He says the invisible enemy. He says that most people, did what they were told, blah blah blah, but some let us down. Well, your fucking, excuse my language, your colleague politician supposedly broke the lockdown rules months and months ago, but you don't seem to remember that now, do you?
Mm. Well, you know they've got a selective memory. Well, I'd say not even a selective memory. They're just lying pieces of shit. And that's exactly what they're forgetting. You know? Exactly, and what they're lying about. They've been paid. As Lukashenko has told us, Lukashenko, the Belarus president, yeah, he hasn't took the bribe. I know people wake up and just that is in itself would make people question this whole thing, whole COVID pandemic. Just that alone. A world leader saying that, then why isn't everyone on board? Why would he say that he's been offered money and a bribe by this, by the people that's set the guidelines and set the cause this whole pandemic?
He's just been saying some real brilliant quotes about that sum everything up. Like he says that global actors are trying to change the world without a war using the coronavirus psychosis and infodemic. Yeah, so he's just basically spot on, mate. Spot on with everything he says. And no wonder they want him out of that country and they're trying everything to get him out of power, mate. Everything.
Mm. Yeah. But you even saw the people here protesting months ago, the Belarusians on the bridge, you know. So they're co-opted. They're most probably spies who say, right, you get out there and get a community and start spreading lies and wind them up and get them protesting and start getting the narrative out that this guy, the story's out that this guy's a dictator and he's killing people in his country, in your country.
Exactly. They'll do anything. Look, Gaddafi was a threat. He ended up dead all over the news. You saw graphic images of his death, mate. And they only do that, in my opinion, when they really want to send a message. Like when they killed JFK, that was graphic. Everyone saw that, broad daylight. Do you know what I mean? I think they do it on purpose. Look, you mess with us and you're going to get murdered in front of everyone. Satanic ritual, trauma-based mind control for everyone, you know?
Yeah. Well, they do it with the protests for this Joe public like me, and they'll do it for world leaders to show them, yeah, this is what happens. We took JFK out, we took this one out, this one talked, this one. Yeah. So I think, look, just keep my head down, get my millions, think of me family. I've been in this job for a few years, then I'll be kicking back on the beach. Fuck it, someone else can deal with it. And that's happened thousands of times with many leaders for many years. That's why we're at the point we're at now. And any leaders that do, JFK might have been a good guy, makes sense because he's got a bullet in his head, or he may have been a bad guy and he said, I'll take him out anyway, we're finished with him, who knows. But it's definitely sent a message out to any leaders in the future, and they've got away with it, and they've got this conspiracy theory box they can put people in when they start questioning JFK or the moon or 9/11 or this or this, exactly this, what's happening. That's worked out very well on many levels.
You remember the speech JFK did about basically about secret societies and how the world was really run, and you know, he said it all again, man.
Well, he isn't here anymore. Yeah, makes sense. He's not the
But
only
yeah,
one.
man,
Who's the other one? The Burundi Prime Minister, he's gone recently. I don't know much about it, but it makes sense. If he says that, oh, I'm not having the World Health Organization in, and then within a month or very shortly after he's gone, come on, that doesn't take much critical thinking skills to think something's up there.
So you remember Mr. X, who was a Polish guy who we all saw on the live stream on Saturday. He's been on this channel, like posting in the comments saying some pretty cool stuff.
Yes.
But yeah, there was a bit of a debate between how you should act around the police. Should you be aggressive? Should you just be peaceful? I mean, where do you stand on it?
Me personally, well, you see me, I get under pressure because I don't like most of them, because I don't trust them, especially in that scenario. Through previous experience, through observations, through reading about them. Yes, I'm not being what do you call it, unjust by having that attitude towards them, to be honest with you. Especially with, so me personally, you're not going to beat them because they've got the law behind them, they've got all the cameras, they've got all their riot shields and the rest of it. So yeah, me personally, I would, like you said, I'll back off and try not to get aggressive with them and just hold it in and just, yeah, I don't want a confrontation with them because 9 times out of 10 you ain't going to win. Yeah, that's me personally. But if there's a million people there and there's only them, and who knows? I don't know. It was nice. I did like seeing it. I'm not going to lie. When she said men to the right of the stage and they pushed them back, and if that's true, they didn't get to the stage and they really were trying to get there to lock it off earlier, shut it down earlier, then good luck to the people that done it. I love that. Yeah, I'd love to see it all the time. Get rid of them, and even better, the police wake up and you know, throw their truncheon down and join the people that they're part of as well. In fairyland, but
I was watching before I came on. I was watching a video of Spain, and it was supposed COVID protesters and riot police. But the average age of these COVID protesters, mate, was like teen to under 20, mate, like quite young, and they were getting like smacked up and by riot police. But you know what? All these protests in Spain, they're all wearing masks, because I don't even think they're even allowed out without wearing a mask. They got it hardcore over there, mate.
what, Spain? I haven't seen any of that.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I've seen now they've crushed a protest in Melbourne, very heavy-handed. So it'd be much would be the same, innit? They've all got the same. They're dancing to the same tune, you know. Like Lukashenko said, they crash the economy, roll out the vaccines, do as you're told. So when we send you a new memo, you follow it. Right? You're going to have a spike, lock them down, curfew. They've got all their psychologists and modelers and scientists, all the bad on the bad side, who have to get this agenda working the way they want. So they've got a plan. So when everyone's on board and the people that are paid up, I suppose, they'll send out their agenda like they did right at the beginning. We all know that. They all got the phone call and said, right, the World Health Organization has said there's a pandemic. You put pandemic laws and guidelines and health, what would you call it, protocol into force in your countries now. Yeah. And this is what the virus looks like. And when you test people with our test that we're telling you to test them with, that's the rest is history. We've watched it all unfold the last 6 months.
Do you read that comment and then tell them about what Gazer's suggestion was? Do you remember?
Oh, wait there. UK news suggested sitting down silently if you get heavy-handed. That's what Gazer said. You lot see, well, I don't know if you've seen it, but that's exactly what Gazer was saying. Bring chairs and sit down and be peaceful, and it takes up more of a area for one, and it gives that you're peaceful, you're sitting down, you're not stand-up confrontational, and you're just there sitting watching. Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with it. Like I said, there was old grannies there. There was grannies, just all different ages and colours. You know, we all see that.
Yeah, mate. What did you? I haven't actually asked you this. What were your thoughts when this riot riot police is like telling you to get back? What are your thoughts?
Frustrated, feel this unjust because I know the bigger picture behind it. Helpless, and then all that turns into anger. Well, it does with me, and frustration. But then you can't do anything, so you've got to learn not to let that just take away the anger and frustration, and just try and just all right, mate. It's like you've won the battle, but you haven't won the war. One of those ones. You're in a big riot thing. There's 20 of you. The law says that I can't be here now. Allegedly, I'm here. I haven't got rights, so I haven't got the law behind me. I'm backing the fuck up. I ain't gonna lie to you, mate. I ain't fucking trying to play the hero. You know, fuck that. And then it gives them the satisfaction of nicking you, bashing you, and all that. Like I say, you
Yeah,
won the battle. Don't mean you've won the war. You know.
that's what I was telling someone yesterday. These riot police, it works two ways. First of all, they look inhuman. When they look in the mirror or whatever, they look inhuman. They probably act more violently. Then, if you're looking at them, they look inhuman, so you might act more violent to them. But they're always going to win because they're the ones with all that armor. Do you know what I mean?
Yep. That's it. So that's why deep down I've never really gone to these protests. It ain't my cup of tea. It's just like, well, one, I've never been
Same here.
felt. I've never felt I've had to go because it's not my cup of tea. I'm not Black Lives Matter. I'm not all these controlled ones. Antifa, I know it's all controlled. I know
Yeah,
this one's not my cup of tea. I'm not going to go out with football thugs. I'm not going to. So the first ever protest I felt drawn to was that one at Hyde Park all those months ago, innit, with the Truthers, if you remember it. The first one I ever went to because I thought I had to. Right? It's that corner, it's local. I thought, fuck it. And there was no one there. It was more police. That's when they was harassing people there, asking them to move, if you remember. And they nicked Corbyn and they nicked a few other people, blah, blah, blah.
not the last one, the one before that you went on. That was the best one because I'll never forget the road totally full up of people not wearing masks and all just slowly walking, all one after the other. Just mate, that did something to me. Do you know what I mean? And I want that again. And the thing is, unless we keep doing this, we won't get it again. It's all right just to fucking say, oh, you got to do this, you got to do. No, you got to show your face. You got to show other people that you're not scared to do what is normal, mate. You know?
Mm. Yeah. Well, I've been hesitant here and there for obvious reasons. When you see police bashing people like that, it's going to get anyone thinking, isn't it? You know what I mean? But way I see it, I'm just going out there doing my lawful thing. I'm going for a walk in London. I've lived here all my life. I'm going for a walk. Fuck you. What do you want me to say? You know, what'll be will be. Fuck it. Yeah.
We need to get positive, because I think there's a bit of a darkness at the moment, and we need to get through that, because tomorrow could be a big day, man.
Yeah. I want it to be a big day. It needs to be. You're right. It does. It needs to be. You know. Is anything
Everyone
happening
should be,
anywhere over the country?
I've been told that there's things like this happening all the time, but you just never hear about it. You hear about,
Yeah.
you only hear about the London one because there's people filming there. But I mean, everyone should be filming there. There should be flooding YouTube with the videos of these marches, but they're very rare. There's only like 2 or 3 streams or something. You know what I mean? Including ours, maybe.
Mm. Well, there's a reason for that. You see how they're suppressing all the other whistleblowers and all the rest of people that tell the truth, basically, whether it's medical or in the scientific field and stuff. So it's not surprising they're going to do the same with all this. They don't want it to get momentum. That's the last thing they want.
Like I was saying,
Demonize it, discredit. Didn't you see the billboard I sent you the other day? The billboard.
about saying it's not a conspiracy yet.
Yeah. I'll go and ask the people in my family. I've heard that old chestnut before. Yeah, I'm really sad that someone in your family's been ill through whatever disease, or you know they've had and they've been ill. Yeah, that happens. I know about it. People in my family, I've been ill. I know this. Yeah, people, friends. But it
Did you know?
doesn't
You
mean that it's
notice where it was
corona.
from? Is that the one that was from Bradford, or was that a different one I saw? Was it from Bradford, that one? Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure where it was from.
I think it was from Bradford, and the example they were using was a guy called Iqbal. So obviously they're trying to sort of concentrate on the Asian Muslim population. Yeah,
Yes.
this is what
Yeah.
I mean. Everything that you see is just disgusting propaganda, like that video I made of another tram advert where they're trying to make the mask into like a fashion statement, and at the top it says "COVID, it's not gone yet." Fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? It's like a movie, like fucking poster. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you know they've got to keep the fear porn going. They have. In our world, we know what's happening, but in I don't know, 95% of the rest of the population, they still believe it. You see it on the tube when they're wearing the mask, or in the shops, you know. So they still believe it. So they're waiting to see what the government says, and they ramp it up. Like they say it in Scotland, they even say it. Oh, this is the most positive test we've had since we've started it. But then they have to say after, oh yes, but we are testing more. I haven't looked into the data on that, but obviously they'll be testing more people, so you're going to get more positives from a bullshit test anyway. And then even when you look at it again, you're saying, all right, you've got all these positives and you've got all these spikes, but where are the dead bodies? Where are all the ill people feeling A&E and indoors fucked, ringing all their relatives saying, I'm fucked, what's happening? No, they're most probably indoors isolating, getting the hump or thinking, what's happening? I ain't got ill, I've been walking about for ages, I've associated with this. No, they must be questioning it. But for whatever reason, there's not really going and really questioning it like people like we do and having the bollocks to try and tell
They're
other
not going.
people.
They're not going to, because did you see the story about the government was saying that they're going to pay people if they
Broke
self
up there,
isolate?
Truth.
They're going to pay them, huh?
Sorry, you broke up a little bit there, mate.
No worries. I was saying basically the media was sorry, the government was saying that they're going to pay people if they test positive and then they self isolate, 500 quid for staying off work or something. So they're literally trying to sort of do anything they can to just get into this culture of, yeah, I'm getting tested, yeah, I've got it now, self isolate, vaccination, get rid of this, no mask. Oh my god, it's like rats in a maze, mate.
No, and I thought about it now, but it would be both just dawned on me again. That's all it'll be now. They'll just come up with new viruses. When they know that all the sheep are used to the vaccines and like you say, they're getting their £500 for isolating or whatever it is, and waiting for the government to give them more rules that they have to adhere to and listen to more bullshit data about a virus that doesn't exist and all the rest of it. I think, fuck, we really have got them. Most of them are that fucking stupid. So let's just continue it. And now say, like we've said before, they'll come up with a new virus. So you need to constantly get vaccinated. And eventually, just the population's going to dwindle and dwindle. Vaccinations, more bullshit with the 5G. Many different levels we're being attacked on and being depopulated. They know it. They've done their projections and their models, but they've done it the real way because they want to get down to that magic 500 mil.
The way I see it now, mate, when I look at that video of the guy literally wearing a fucking plastic sleeve over his fucking body and walking around like that, I'm like, do you know what? I'm sorry, these people deserve this, mate. Because how can you be this stupid? They're not stupid people, yeah. Some of them are very educated and they just don't get it. And it's obviously like they're not supposed to get it, and this is fate, and it's horrible, but I don't know what else to say, mate.
No. Well, it's been 6 months now, isn't it? It's been all that time and they haven't got it.
Well, that's funny you say that, right?
They've gone
Sorry,
back.
remember, G, right? I got a video of Mr. Axe, yeah, Speaker's Corner, a year ago, it says, and there's someone wearing a mask. Now, I don't remember anyone wearing the masks a year ago, so that's funny to me. Go on, mate, sorry.
Yeah, well, I don't know. If anything, they've gone back because it's like they're trusting and believing what the government says and not questioning it even more than before this pandemic. You know, because they say, oh, I don't trust the government. They talk bollocks, they're nonsense. Oh, yeah, we don't. Yeah, but now this has happened. But hold on, these same sort of people that are on the fence sort of thing or sort of did know or believed there was something up with politics and the way the world's going. Now they're just trusting and believing the government and waiting for the government to say what's happening next, or the Sky News, which we know is just another arm of the government, like media in general, who've gone back in regards to if we've done all right, the truther community. Well, I know I have because it's woke me up even more. I thought, fuck, it is real. The stuff I've been researching, most of it, I would say, I've been researching all these years. And then we all know we was all on the same boat talking, especially in our lot, talking in our little chats all those months ago. It's fucking depressing, wasn't it?
That's a positive because now we know where we are in the world. Yeah, we're on the right path. A lot of people have got lost on the way. Maybe they'll wake up and get back on the right track. But for now, we've got to keep moving, mate. We've got to keep the plan going, keep the momentum going, making sure that we do our best. That's all we can do, and that's what we do, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Tomorrow be interesting. Be interesting, won't it? I've heard there's people coming down from all over, hopefully. I don't know. But we all know they're not going to want it. So we just have to see what happens. Like I say, it's leave it in God's hands. So we can do at the end of the day, whatever happens. That is the creator.
I'll be honest with you. When I heard our scumbag Prime Minister go on about the army, I was going to make a video out of it, but I couldn't do it emotionally for the next day because I'm like, when they say that, that's when you know, okay, it's happening. Everything that we have been saying and others have been saying is happening because when they mention the army, you know that's what they wanted to do from day one, but they need the right reason, the right excuse.
I told you, I've seen this the other day. I put it up on my thing. There's two like Apache helicopters flying over London. Not low, like it's looking for anyone. I'm not exaggerating, but they were flying across London. You don't see that very often. You see them big Chinook ones going, the massive ones. They go down. They follow the path of the Thames. You see them just for years. You see them guiding down. So they'll be moving just military personnel or MPs around, and you see other helicopters. They go back to the helipad. So it's nothing unusual. But seeing those Apache ones, the last time I see that, It was surreal. Us when it was when Obama was here years ago. You just hear the helicopter, you look up going, what the fuck? And it was going low over Notting Hill. And you had a bomber at the front, in the middle, sorry. You had a Metropolitan Police helicopter at the front, one at the back. So both of them was up at the same time. And at the side, two mad looking helicopters, gunship helicopters. I thought, you flash cunt. You know what I mean? Not even the Queen goes across London like that. Or Harry, any of them. They got some like other helicopter that picks them up from Kensington Gardens. But that one there, he was just doing it for a show to be flash. Like an escort, two police helicopter front, one at the back, and the two gunships either side of Air Force One, Chinook or whatever it was. And it was when Obama was in town, whenever it was, all those years ago. How was it? 5 years ago? 6 years? Anyway, when he was here, when Prince died, and he visited the Queen that time, about 4 or 5 years ago, I think. Yeah. But this time you just see the Apaches going across, and it was surreal. You think, fuck, they're moving shit about. And then someone said they brought all the troops back or something. I don't know.
So, for everyone who didn't see it, again, I'm going to go over it, right? So, Boris says, your mild cough can cause someone's death, Neil, right? So, how do we not know that neighbours all over the country, if they hear their neighbour through the wall cough persistently, how do we know they're not going to snitch on that person, G? How do we know that?
Well, we know that there's more of a possibility because we've got grassing, nosy bastards out there who's been doing that already throughout the COVID lockdown. Yeah? So imagine if someone who's got the oh, look, he's 23, he never goes out of a mask. He's one of those ones that fucking say it ain't real and all that. Yeah, just say he's coughing. Say you've seen him, he looks ill. Fuck it. And he ain't wearing a mask and he's going to affect us all. There you go.
Exactly.
That's it. Answered your question.
People with vendettas can do it as well,
Yeah,
couldn't they?
Yeah, of course. They'll be the ones most likely to do it. Because anyone with a vendetta is most probably an horrible, fucking vindictive piece of shit anyway. Any normal person just say, I'll leave and be, mate, ain't none of our business. You know what I mean? Just, I ain't getting involved, I ain't calling, I certainly ain't going to call the police on no cunt. That's a normal person. That's my reaction. Well, that's how I deal with it, obviously. You know? You'd have to be that mindset to want to call the police in the first place and lie about someone, or even grass them up, even if you weren't lying, just being a grass.
Look what you just said, and that's what I was about to say. If you've had a nice joint or whatever, be careful your neighbours don't snitch on you, mate.
Yeah, of course. Well, I told you I've been in a property before. You know, I do decorating. Me anyway, and I'm talking to him. I used to get on with him. He's an ex-London cab driver, and we got on. He used to go down the cafe with me, look for me when I was on the estate painting. We was all right. Then one day we're talking. He goes, oh, that fucking, what do they call it? The skunk. He said, it stinks. He says, they smoke it all time upstairs. He said, I told the community support officer, I've told the caretaker. And I thought, you grassing cunt. He just put me off him straight away. You know? One, I thought, they're doing it. Yeah. And obviously, I know people that smoke and all the rest of it. Mind your own business. But exactly what you said. That's it. So that police community support officer and the caretaker and now the housing association, whatever that they live it under, all know that this geezer, whatever number, smokes puff. That from that one little grass, just smelling something can have a vendetta. That's how easy it happens. Yeah.
It's yeah, everywhere you look, there's like they can just tighten the grip everywhere. And the bad thing is when we actually do their work for them, you know, and that's what's happening with track and tracing. We're doing their work for them, but obviously no one in this room is going to download it, right? No one. Yeah.
Truth, you got some delay on this, mate. I can't hear you at all, very well at all, mate. There's some delay. You're coming in and out, and I can't hear you. I don't know if you want me to come out and come back or something, or you. Because literally,
if you want to read some comments, I'll leave and come back. It's up to you, yeah.
all right, you leave and come back. 'Cause I don't know if it's me. If you can hear me, all right. It's just you're a bit here and there with it. That needs support. Right, let me have a look at some of these comments. What have we got? Hello, David. Hello, Corinne. E-word. The Chronicler, 1984. Paul O'Neill. Rebellious Soul. Fingers crossed. Hello, everyone. Yeah, we're just talking. Just need your views on the protest. Would you go if you had the opportunity to go to London tomorrow? I'm a bit, what do you call it, anxious about it, to be honest, for obvious reasons. But I'm just going to be a citizen of London, just walking about doing my. I'm not going to a protest, literally. I'm not saying I ain't going to no protest, so let's get that clear. But I'm going, walking about as a citizen and documenting it. I hope there's a million people that are going to a protest, let me tell you that. Yep.
Do you remember the Million Man March in America? It was all black men. In I think it was Washington. They all formed there, about a million of them. If they can do
Yes,
that, we
mate.
can do that. Yeah, we can do that here. Come on now.
Hopefully. Well, what I liked about out of all these protests they've had, it was the most, what do you call it, cross section of the British public. I tell you that. I tell you that. And then all you lot will know that as well. We watched it. Because you've got Black Lives Matter, which is obviously young little Marxist college white kids, and then really militant black guys who haven't got much critical thinking skills because they're going join an organisation like Antifa or that. And then you've got the same with Extinction Rebellion, where I would class them tree hugger, and I'm a tree hugger. You know me. I love humanity and the planet. We all are tree huggers as truthers. We've all got the yeah. We all the same. We believe we know about injustice. We don't like injustice for anyone with police brutality, but it's just not all directed at black people, as we know. And we don't want the planet being raped by corporations, as we know. So we agree with Extinction Rebellion. We agree even with Antifa. They want rid of governments, but the only problem is the people you're against. They're the ones that are paying you and controlling your movements. And as critical thinkers, we've figured that out. So if you're in these movements and you're not with the critical thinkers, then you're not really that smart, or you're really involved in it and you've got bad intentions. I'll let you off for not being smart because I'm not that smart, right? We just, but if you've really got bad intentions, then I will never let you off. You're part of yeah, like Boris and all the other rest of them in the governments and all these big corporations, whoever they are. Well, we know who they are, but behind the scenes.
So G Truth, right? Before the video of the Bubble Boy guy, yeah, you saw the mask, right? That has like a bloody computer avatar on it, right? And they're saying that in the future they want doctors to wear that so that a child gets an injection easier because the doctor's wearing a fucking computer avatar on his face on a mask. How disgusting is that, man?
How old one was that? The one you put up earlier with the Chinese people in it,
Yes, man. Yeah.
the computer face on it, with the screen on it. Sorry.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh wow. Fucking hell.
It's like literally they don't want human beings anymore. They want everything like avatars and holograms, right? Because they've got AI police. They want it to be so that you got hologram teachers in the future, where you don't even go to school. You just got some bloody hologram that teaches you a lesson. It's just I can just imagine they're trying to make everyone never socialize outside.
Well, that's it. That's transhumanism 101. That's it. Ike said it for years. They've said it in. It's all it's futuristic and AI and blah blah blah. But Elon Musk is talking about it. Ray Kurzweil. I told you the one that when I went to that conference, the one thing I remember because it was getting tired and boring, blah blah, and there was shills there and all the rest of it. But he was good. The Graham Downing speaker, whatever it was, and he was talking about vaccines. It's mad. He was talking about vaccines 4 years ago, and the Bill Gates, and it was fucking. Wish I'd have filmed it. But anyway, the one thing he said in his speech, it was the one person name you should remember who's a really scary guy for humanity, and he said Ray Kurzweil. I remember that. And Ray Kurzweil is a globalist, obviously a futurist, technocrat, and he believes he's working on immortality. And as we've talked about before, Satanists, they do everything in reverse. So the ultimate reverse would be living forever. Because I don't mind dying. Not that I want to die, but as a spiritualist, it doesn't fear me because I know I go and see my mum, my other relatives, and then go on the rest. More importantly, go on the rest. Well, that's the most important bit. But I'm saying, as well as going on the rest of my journey. Yeah, a lot of other people haven't got to that level of spirituality or not having the fear of dying the way I have. But it's mad. I ain't got that fear of dying that much. 'Cause it's more like I know it's part of what we are part of our journey. But it's more I've got a fear of getting nicked tomorrow. It's more it's like anything when it's unknown. It's that fear of the unknown and thinking I don't want to be, you know. But I'm not. There's no reason I get nicked. I put good energy out there. I'm not getting nicked. I'm not going into arms still, hit anyone or nothing. I'm going there to walk about as a citizen, mate, and hopefully watch 1 million people walk about too, God willing.
More than anything, I want that. I want, I want like all the police to just start saying, "Oh, okay, okay. There's way too many. Right, we're off. See you later." I just want them to just fuck off, you know.
Well, never know. Never know.
I don't even think you need 1 million, but just the sort of message that it sends. Yeah, we got 1 million here. What, you think your police are going to stop that? But you know, it's just what do you do when you got that many people there? Then what do you do? What do you do then?
Well, hopefully then there'll be the change. Who knows? You know? Who knows? But worst case scenario, this is the worst case scenario. Anybody that does go there tomorrow, and anybody like yourselves and the people that are listening, hopefully, and other people around the world who know the truth and not frightened to speak up about it, whatever happens, each individual person that's gone there or involved in it, just like yourselves, who put the good energy and the love and support out there to the people and wish they could be there themselves, it can only be good for the person who's doing it. Like in my world, I'm thinking, like, what am I doing? I'm doing it for the right reasons because I know it's all bollocks, and I want to get out there and fucking have a walk about, and you know, like on the other occasions, I'm not going there with bad intentions. So how can it be bad from our point of view? Like I said, we're all gonna die, and we're there when we're up there floating about, and we reflect on life. Whatever happens, at least say, oh fuck it, I know the truth, and I didn't just sit. That's right, you know. We've all got to answer to, I believe anyway, one day to the creator or to our loved ones on the other side or whoever, or just float about in eternity. Like, who knows? That's a whole nother show. But I believe that we can only, if you're a good person, you can only try and do good when you, especially when you know what's going on. You've got to try and do good.
So I know you said that you were going to wait till tomorrow, but right now, what percentage would you say that you're going? 50, 50? You're not sure?
80, 80, 20. Got that
Yeah,
20%
yeah.
of not wanting to get bashed over the head or get involved in any shit when all I'm doing, well, I know all I'm doing is a lawful action. Like I said, I'm not going there intending to rob no one. I'm walking down the street like I've walked down those roads all my fucking life. And now all of a sudden you're saying this and saying that. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. Like I said, I've got the God on my side. My family's watching me from up there. I don't give a fuck. Do what you're doing. Night follows day, as they say. You know? Yeah. But I've met
I
some
don't,
positive
go
people
on.
who've given me some good. Like I said, I'm going to put it up on my channel as it goes, or the channel. I'm going to send it. I've got to put it up and I'm going to publish it. But it's a guy. He's famous in South London from Peckham, and he does Sky Juice. He's the Sky Juice man, aka Russian. But I know him personally. But I met him yesterday at the funeral, and I didn't even know. I said, "Rush, I've got to film you, bro, because he's such a character in the way he talks and stuff." But then he goes, he's got other people that's filmed him already because he goes sells Sky Juice at Carnival. So I'm gonna put him up. I reckon I've just my video's called Wise Words from Sky Juice, aka Russian. But he's one of them older black geezers, just very tells it how it is. Yeah, so I thought, yeah, that's what I said. Oh, so he didn't surprise me. I thought, well, he said someone's already making a documentary on him. So I said, do it, and it's a bit of advertising for his documentary. His documentary is going to be on the history of Sky Juice. And anyone out there who doesn't know what Sky Juice is, it's like sheer ice. It's from Jamaica or the West Indies, but you get it in, well, I know you got it in South London where I grew up, but you suppose other black communities where you get a big piece of ice and you shave off the ice and you put different flavors in it. You could put alcohol in it, and he's just got a little truck that goes around Peckham that sells Sky Juice, and everyone knows him in the community. He's famous. He's been there years. So he's going to do a documentary, but I've done a little 5-minute video talking about it's just little 5 minutes talking about what did he talk about? I can't remember now, but he's a good talker. He's fun to listen to. One of them good characters to listen to.
It doesn't matter if someone's, sorry, I'm responding to something here, right? It doesn't matter if someone's controlled opposition. If what they're saying is it backs up what you know already, then it doesn't really matter. Because, you know, everyone says that everyone's controlled opposition. Me and G are probably controlled opposition to some people, but I'll tell you what, we're just normal people. We speak offline, and we're just concerned about society, and we do whatever we can to spread that concern to others, isn't it, mate?
Yeah. I'm a painter and decorator, mate. I just want to live my life. Like I said, I just wish I was in Scotland now for my mum's fucking, excuse my French, sorry, mum. For my mum's birthday, mate. She ain't here. That's what I want. My life, I ain't got no time for, no, just me and my mother, mate. That's all I wanted, and that's fucked. That's give me even more. It's punished with me thinking about that. Fuck you, I'm going down there, man, because I can't even go and do what I want to do for your lives. All I want is 1 week a year, just go up to little Scotland and just pay respects to my mum. I can't do that no more. And I work hard, I pay my taxes, I played their game for fucking years, mate. Played their fucking game. Do you think I'd bow down to them now, friend? You go fuck yourself. Alright. You couldn't give me enough money now. Ever. They fucking know it too.
That's it.
Go on.
What's sad though is if we all did what we wanted, including some people who still wear the mask, right? What do you think the police are going to do? Do you think they've got the manpower to stop everyone going to see their mum, or everyone going to the beach? Or come on, man, it's just pathetic. Just grow a fucking pair of balls, people, man. We can all do this, you know.
No, we have to see what happens tomorrow. No, and even after tomorrow. So I was reading that from Clive. He's one of his new things. Was it about the consultation for these vaccines on the 18th? And he's broke it down. You're either putting your name up. It could be you're putting your name up to show you're on a woke list, a wake list, or whatever, the truth list, whatever you want to call it, or you put it. Or the next stage would be what was it? It's 3 very good points, but it's just lost me now. And I haven't got it up on the page. Basically, just using that consultation, just that was it, to make out and just manipulate and say, oh look, we've had the consultation and people are not that bothered about it, and just lie basically and say we've given you consultation and there's not that much dissent about it, or people disagreeing with vaccines being mandatory administered. So just to show we have had it, just to go through the motions, basically. And that was the paper, mandatory vaccines inevitable. Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, man. We still got time, G. We still got time. And I said this so many times, I don't think we're the target of the elite right now. They know that we know, and we've known for decades about their dirty little game. They know that. They got Google working for them and Facebook working for them. They know everything we've ever said in the last 10 years, what forums we've been on, what videos we've liked, everything, man. We haven't really got anything to lose now. You know, I mean... Everything's out there. You know, people know my face, people know your face. You're publicly known in Speaker's Corner. I mean, what, you know, that's it now. It's the roll of the dice, isn't it, mate?
Well, look at that Shimarani. I don't know if anyone's heard about it, anyone in the chat or anything. I ain't got no more news on it, but I don't know what's happened with her. Whether she's been remanded or whether they're trying to say she's a terrorist. That's what they'll class these people, us basically, as fucking, you know, put you in that box. Oh, you're a threat to the nation because, oh, fuck off, you pricks. Dickhead. Yeah, so I don't know what's happened with her. And the other one, the one with the brunette, I've seen her face about, and I half met her the other week. Kind of attractive.
The problem, right? Every bloody so-called truther, everyone's 50-50. You got people saying they're still, and they knew since the day they came out the mother's womb, and you got people saying no, they're all right. I mean, so do you know what I do? And I'm sure you do it as well. I don't give a damn who it is. I just listen to the words. If the words are correct and accurate, I'll roll with that. Simple.
Yeah. Well, my benchmark for shillability now on the vaccine debate or vaccine question is, do they leave the door open for vaccines? Buttar does. I see that JFK guy with the husky voice. He does. I don't know if Shimarani does. Germ theory and bioterrain theory and all the lies and all the rest of it. Anyone with half a flipping brain in their head, it's taken me a few months to figure it out, if not before. You're not that dumb, or you're lying. I'm sorry, you are quite dumb, or you're lying. You don't need vaccines. Simple. You don't. It's one big lie to sell vaccines, to sell the vaccine lie. The vaccine, so yeah. And just watch that piece of shit again today. And you could see how he's fucking lying through his teeth. Someone should do a video. Who's out there knows about body language and psychology? Could you see how that piece of shit Bill Gates is? Like, I don't know what interview it is, but it might be one of his recent ones. Basically going on about, right, the world won't get back to normal until 7 billion people are vaccinated. But the reason I believe he's lying because he's so erratic. When he's talking, his hands are all over the place. You know, they're everywhere. Like, he wants to really exaggerate, like really put across his point, like, right, because he has to lie so much, let me just animate it so much. Like now, right, I love Bill. I'm doing it with my hands. If you could see me now, I love Bill Gates. I'd love him to be my dad. He's the greatest man that's ever lived. And Belinda, oh, Melinda Gates, oh, what a beautiful, lovely woman. She wants kids to fucking masturbate at 6. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm now, if you could see me, I'm not mad. I'm actually doing that. I'm talking lies. Obviously, anyone who knows fucking me for about 30 seconds will know that is a pack of lies that I've just said there. But when I'm doing my arms, my hands, I'm doing what Bill Gates does, and you're getting to sort of trance. So I know that'll be a sort of method to help you lie, because you're distracting from what you're saying with hand gestures, right? And I haven't investigated that much, but I know they'll say that because he's so animated with his hand. Why don't you stand there and talk like I would when I'm telling the truth? I ain't there fucking, I'm just there looking you in your eye, mate. I'm telling you the fucking truth. And I'm very calm and, well, not, well, can be calm, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not animated like that, you know? Be interesting to analyze that last speech when his hands are all over the place, lying little shit. And we know he's lying anyway, but it's nice to pick it to bits when you see him in front of you, like I said, with his hands all over the place. Very, very telling. Very telling. I can't stand that man. Fucking piece of shit. See,
Jack,
and I didn't have my arms weren't moving, my hands weren't moving. Then I was very calm when I said that. So that's the truth. I'm telling you there, guys.
Jack did a good video showing one where literally Bill Gates is just like laughing his ass off. Like, it's not even slight. He's literally laughing his ass off at some really serious questions. And do you know what it is to me? I reckon that he's under some kind of hypnosis, and now and then it just breaks, yeah. And that's when you see like him smiling, because it's some kind of weird demon, or I don't know. He's probably got loads of different personalities, and they sort of trained him from a young age. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, definitely. I would say definitely. Like, well, you say trained from a young age. I don't want to be nasty, but he's most probably been troubled from a young age. His dad looks like a nonce, you know, and he was Planned Parenthood, and he's a say, well, yeah, yeah. Remember, that will traumatize them. They'll have that nasty mindset because abusers are usually being abused, aren't they? It's intergenerational. You've heard that with certain cases. And then it's normalized within that family. They'll think it's normal. Say, my daddy nonced me, and all of a sudden he used to do this to mummy, and I've seen maybe satanic shit like them Hampstead kids, if there's any truth in that, and I believe there is at least some truth, definitely. And yeah, they grow up with it. What's it called when they compartmentalize it? When they can put it in that part of the brain, forget about it, and just go into the bank or go into the court or go and be a policeman or go and be a fucking, who knows? Might be fucking some decorators out there. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, that's it.
I found this weird gif, right, of Bill Gates jumping over a computer chair quite a few years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd never seen it before, and then I looked it up just to see if it was real. because you know you never know. And I saw this basic interview with Elon Musk, basically talking about, yeah, it was really impressive the fact that he jumped over the chair, and then they start talking about, oh, he's crap though because he hasn't got the Ferrari, and it was just like really like pukey. And I'm even wondering if that thing of Bill Gates is real, jumping over chair, because they probably got all technology that could fake stuff years and years ago. So how do we know anything that they say or have shown us is real? We don't.
Yeah, we could go down those realms, but I think that'll just do our heading and just put us off track. What's real now in our reality is that we've been locked down. We try and walk down Whitehall and meet like-minded people, and you've got police bashing you up just because you want to listen to a speech to someone on stage. And when you put all the other shit we've been done to us the last 6 months, yeah, it does. It's not beyond the realms of possibility that the government are all controlled by very, very wealthy, nasty people that want to depopulate the world. The evidence shows that. History shows that. I was just reading about the Bolshevik Revolution a bit before I come on, and I need to find the post again, but it was brilliant. Basically, it said this what happened before the Bolshevik Revolution. The same sort of tactics were happening. It was mad. Fuck. They just get rid of it and just get rid of this. And but the scary bit is all the deaths. How they killed all these people during that revolution. Politicians, and that's it. What's it? The intelligentsia. It's got rid of all the intelligent people, and we'd be classed as the intelligent people. Is even though I'm just a decorator and I've got about half a GCSE, but I know I'm a lot more knowledgeable. I know that than most people. Definitely. Definitely, all of us are on that. Not that I'm some smart ass.
Exactly.
All of us. So that's why we're listening to a truth channel.
We're basically
Hallelujah.
living in the world of corona snowflakes. Remember how everyone used to say before this, oh, you're a snowflake. Well, these people are corona snowflakes, right?
Yeah.
They're scared of breathing fresh air. They're scared of being near you. They're scared if you cough. They're scared of everything, mate. It's just insane.
Mm. Well, they put all their faith in the government, or all their belief in the government, and you know, I don't know what you do.
I don't know, but this is where we need some positivity, because we've always had in the past, like you and me were quite negative, and then we're looking for someone to be more positive. That used to be Dolo.
Yeah.
I don't know who else there is, mate.
Well, the positive thing, we've said it. Well, I've tried to say it. I've tried to be as positive. Just when I said it earlier in regards to the protest, it may not do fuck all in the bigger scale of things. It may be a bit bad. It might not be someone not agree with it. But each individual person that goes there, well, I'm talking from my point of view. This is how I feel. That I know I'm doing it for the right reasons. And when it does come to Judgment Day or your day, when we book out of this earth plane and go on the next part of our journey, I can say, well, I believe I've done the right thing on that day. You know, that's what it comes down to. We all got to remember we have to book out, and all the people hopefully in this chat will be doing the right thing, even if they can't make it, and they just show their support and their energy, putting it through and watching, and just putting their prayers and support out there. Yeah, and more importantly, just spread the message on, like we talked about before, on an individual one-to-one basis with people
Yeah,
you meet. Spread it, and then they spread it, and then they spread it. But we do it in an articulate way with just some very basic facts. I just like going with the PCR test. I don't hit them with none of the deep shit or the germ theory first off. Just that. So you're judging all this data and these models on a test that's redundant, you know. So just take it from there.
I forgot what I was going to say then. For God's sake. That's it. There was one moment on the march yesterday, right? You were looking at our stream. Yeah, you were somewhere else. You were looking at our stream, and you were noticing all the scuffles between the what are like hooligans, yeah, and the police, yeah. So that basically, what that did for you is it gave you some kind of intelligence as to what was going on,
There.
so you knew to not get in there right then. If you hadn't seen that, maybe you would have been near that. Do you see what I mean? So everything that we're doing is a positive. I'm sorry, but it is.
Yeah. Well, every person that goes out there, they're doing it for their own reason. And I suggest that most of the people that are going out there for these marches are doing it because they're fed up and they want to stand up for their truth. Other people get out there. Extinction Rebellion are hanging out of trees and flipping, banging the drums about global warming for the government because it's all controlled by the people that you're so against and wearing your mask. Black Lives Matter. They've got their agenda paid for by the government. Tommy Robinson's lot down at Dover blaming everything on the immigrants and soft politicians.
Talk about that
All of
because
them.
have you noticed that really the last few months he really concentrated on that as much as filming everything that's happening. You knew it was happening before, but now they're actually filming it because they want people to get really raged at this, don't they?
Yeah. Well, me personally, truth, the way, do you know when we've talked about the end goal and the one world government and all that nasty shit that I really don't hope ever comes to fruition, yeah. I see. What do you know when it thought, fuck, that's how they're gonna do it. When the police they started all this defund the police bollocks, defund the police, get rid of the police. The police are corrupt. They just go out killing black people every day and have meetings about it, and we've got to defund them and blah 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 and yeah. And then they got the Black Lives Matter and Antifa movement to really facilitate it and really aggravate it and start really being nasty and then it's just grown and unfortunately it's getting worse and worse, right? But that is demonizing the police and ultimately getting rid of them because you're saying they're so corrupt and they're so biased against one set of people. They need to be changed and you need to get a new system in place. That's how I think they're going to plan to do it with governments. Slowly. They just throw them to the wolves like they're with old Bill. We don't need old Bill no more. We needed them when we didn't have the robots and we just fucking use them. Now we've got the robots. We need less old Bill. Now we've got they need less humans in general. We all know that. But in regards to putting their laws and controlling us, they need the old Bill and the army to enforce it. But now they've got AI and robots to do it and drones and shit. They don't need the old Bill. So they're redundant. So they throw them to the wolves and defund them. And that's part of their communist agenda. So then they've got no old Bill to play. The place gets, just lawless and out of control. Then they'll get their one world government through the army. They say, look, the governments can't control it. Look, you've said it for years. There are all these nonsense in the government and they lied to you about this and that. You were right, people. Let's defund the government. We get rid of your governments. You was right. And then they throw them all to the wolves. We don't need you politicians anymore. We just got to select few who are proper related. You lot are just there now. We just used you like we've used the rest of the humanity, you mugs. Bye-bye. Yeah. So it depends how far you up that pole where you get a blight, where you get the next level, or you don't, you're gone. Yeah, that might be it. Just throw the governments to the wolves, and all these Marxists and all these commies and all that will get it. Yeah, something like that.
So there's an article that I read basically about Italy, about how many migrants were coming in, and what they were doing is they were blaming it on COVID because they were saying that there's not enough security because of COVID. So yeah, unfortunately, all these immigrants are coming. Yeah, okay, I believe you. You're just using that as an excuse because you wanted to do that anyway because you want to get people angry, but you'll just say, yeah, it's because of COVID. Everything's COVID, man.
Yeah, but that shows it as well. Just you've got people coming in from a foreign country. Well, technically, yeah, they've come all the way from wherever and survived. More importantly, in all these conditions, then got to the UK and then put up in a hotel and they've still not got COVID. And if they have, why are you letting them into the country when you're not even letting your own citizens travel about their own country if it's so fucking bad? Where do you want to start? Do you know what I mean? There's this fucking madness everywhere you look at it. And I don't know how people aren't waking up. You can't even move about your own country in Wales and all these other places where they've done local lockdowns and all this and all the other restrictions they're giving all of us. But you're letting people in with this pandemic that can spread it and be super spreaders from wherever, Timbuktu, for fuck's sake. People, I don't know what more evidence people need to see this is just one big fucking scam. Go on, mate.
Well, we all do it, don't we? But it's just You know, we've known something was wrong with this world a long time ago. But yeah, with the last thing before we stop talking about the immigrants, they were basically boasting about how they're going to use drones to sort of spot them coming now. And I just thought to myself, yeah, there you go, another way that you can advertise using drones and get used to everyone having drones telling you what to do, to wear your mask, drones telling you to get tested, drones delivering your medicine and your food so that you don't go out and ever meet anyone because that's wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we know it's all part of the agenda. The drones, the Amazon bringing all your stuff, your medicine, your flipping new masks. you know,
Yeah,
your
I
new
didn't think
fashion
about that
masks, you
one.
mugs. Yeah, right. I know, but also, obviously, we know we've talked about for ages. The policing, will be policing people with little lasers or whatever, or little fucking, facial recognition, all this. Yeah. But something else dropped. No, that's it. That's what I was going to say. They've already done the drones. If you remember when we had the first lockdown, when it was happening, and people they were being cunts, excuse my French, and they was what you calling it. They had the drones out on the moors up north, and I thought, what horrible, horrible, fucking. You know what I mean? I thought these people, they're most of the elderly people, they've done the right thing as good citizens, adhered to all your bullshit, and then you've actually followed them to a nice nature spot where there's no one there at all, and they've done the right thing with their dog, and you're still harassing them with these drones. But they did stop it because there was an outcry. They thought, no, we give this too much. So all they'll do now, they'll have a story where they'll, yeah, you've just said it. They've got the story now where, yeah, we want the drones up. Get the drones up to stop the immigrants coming on the boats. We need the drones up. There you go. Problem, reaction, solution.
Exactly.
And they've got the
Exactly.
drones up. Yeah, you're right. That's it. Now that's the way to justify the drones now. Then they're fucking have them everywhere. Because, oh, we've had an escapee from the hotel and he's a super spreader. We know that because we're saying it is. And we've got the drones out looking for him. Like on that show on Channel 4. I never watched it, but I heard about it. When they had to hunt him, when they used to hunt him or something. And have ex-SAS hunting people, and you have to leave your phone and just try and they'll hunt you down basically and see if they can find you.
In a way, that's pretty scary concept, and it ties into what you just said. Oh look, this guy was he's been spreading it. We need to get this guy and quarantine him. We do whatever we need to do to get him in now.
Mm,
You know.
mm. Yeah, they have all the grasses, all the drones out, facial recognition. You know,
And then they show you these stats. They show you these stats where people say, "Oh, well, actually, we want more lockdown. Um, we want tighter lockdowns." And you know that these stats are all bollocks. They just bring these stats out to tell you what they actually want. We've got no proof these stats are real. These polls, do you know what I mean? Surveys.
of course they're not real. That's why I debunk it from the beginning. Forget the germ theory right the way back. But now, the actual test. You need a gold standard test. That's not a gold standard test. It's just, and even they've even admitted, there's not even media saying it as a decorator. You've got the professors saying it, and I'm just trying to relay as best as I can what they're saying, which is it's just fragments of dead protein of cells, and it will show up as this virus they're looking at, but it's not. It's just a dead, uh, like I said, just fragmented fragments of dead cells. That's it. So it's not a living. They haven't isolated it and purified it and blah 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 to show the contagion there is anyway. I don't know how people are falling for it. And this is the actual doctors saying what I'm saying, other doctors, but they're being demonized. And as we all know, we all watch the same sort of stuff, just on different levels of it. That's all.
The other thing I was watching, right, in China, I think it was, they were showing cops with these glasses on, cops with these helmets on. They basically both did the same thing. They had thermal imaging so they can tell in the crowd who's sodding got a temperature, and then take it from there. They got facial recognition in the. It's just, mate. It's just, come on now. You can
I
see
know. I
it's
thought they're
happening.
rolling that in on about. I've seen the same stuff you're on about with, and in American airports where they got thermal imaging and facial recognition and blah blah blah. But I'm sure they're rolling that in one of the airports here as well, Truth. I'm sure they are. I'm sure. Double check. I'm surprised you ain't put it up. One of the airports here is going to do that. Well, it'll come here. Look, whether it's flipping next week or fucking in 1 year. It's on. Look, they've got it there. They want to roll it out everywhere. Come on, we all know that. Just a matter of time, whatever.
There's time before that happens. Yeah, there's time before that happens. But you know,
No,
not too much. Not too much. You know what I mean?
no. Well, tomorrow's a big one, mate. To be honest with you, innit? That's it. I haven't seen if any doctors are talking this time. Because to be honest, I didn't realise there were so many speakers. People I talked to. So how many speakers before I come on last time? Did you lot watch a lot of speakers on Rapidly or whatever on RT? Doctors and stuff.
That's the thing, mate. He wasn't the Rutley cameraman wasn't really focusing on that. He was just going around on the skirmishes. You could hear the speeches
See,
going on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know what I mean.
that says it. It's all. That says it all. Yeah, that says it all. Just like they haven't mentioned there, they didn't mention any whistleblower doctors or NHS staff or any of the academics that were speaking. All it was David Icke and 1,000 conspiracy theories. Now, next time they bring the heavy mob in there, as we all know, to start antagonising. No one was there wanting to fight the police or cause any ruckus like these other movements. That 100% they know that. You see old girls there just filming stuff, just mind their own business. Just come down because they most probably know the truth. They got more critical thinking skills and bollocks than most of the people, some of the old girls or people you see there. Kids, parents with kids.
I saw when I went into town, I saw a mother with a mask on, and then two kids in pushchairs with both with masks on as well. And if you're in a pushchair, you're way under 11 years old. So you know what's the fuck, mate?
Oh, mate. That's what they say. You've got to blame the parents, mate. You know, you got to.
And then I have the misfortune of seeing a video of little babies in Poland. Supposedly, you literally just been born in the maternity ward with the face shields on, mate. Mate.
Literally being born. I think I've seen something similar to that as it goes. I think I've seen it.
Because either way,
Falling
even if
for it.
it's
When
not,
you go on.
even if it's not real, the fact that they put them on to take that footage is disgusting anyway. So either way, it's disgusting, even if it wasn't real. You know what I mean? Go on.
It's going to be like the futuristic films when they want bods like those two idiots you showed earlier on your video with the in Holland or wherever it was, with the perspex shields on their shoulders covering their face when he's, oh my god, it's cringe. But they want this just like walking around like robots with the humans that are left with little face shields, thinking just you're worried about contacting. That's it. Is in those futuristic films. No one talks to each other. It's just like, that's scary, man. That's horrible. No, it's horrible. I don't want to sound like a pussy, but it is. It's fucking scary if that's how they want it, which they're sort of gearing kids up now. When you see them, I haven't watched it on a plain truth, and it showed some of the kids. You haven't heard it being like that rolled out that much in England yet, thank God. Hopefully things will change when I try and make it. But in America or where was it? They got booths. They got all the kids at A Plain Truth. I haven't watched it. I most probably watch it tonight as it goes. I've got it on one of my little WhatsApps to watch. But yeah, it was just basically how they're doing the social distancing in schools and distant learning, blah blah blah, and not letting the kids talk to each other and wearing it's just horrendous. It's nasty. It is, especially when it's all based on a lie. So you're bringing these kids up just thinking. All that gate's going to scar them forever, mate.
I don't even know what to say, man. I don't even know what to say. I don't want to put any pressure on you, mate, but it's all down to you guys tomorrow. I would absolutely love it if after the protest or during the protest, they just sort of blockade the important roads into London. Stop the politicians getting to House of Parliament, whatever. Just do something. Just really disrupt it. You really need to sort of piss them off. You know what I mean? Just like they're pissing us off for 6 months now with this ridiculous shit.
Well, we'll have to see how it goes tomorrow. What's the weather like? I haven't checked the weather. I know what it's like. It's been very windy today. It was shit today. I hope it's still windy now. It's horrible. What will be, will be. Well, for anyone who does want to watch,
Go on.
Gaze will be live streaming to get the real sort of stuff. Because he's perfect. He's there. He's the man. He got nicked last time.
What I did like about him and why I sort of I'm leaning to believe that he's in it for the right reasons. He was saying the right thing. He was telling people, look, this guy's a police liaison officer. He's not allowed to touch me, blah, blah, blah. I like the information that he's got. He's been around the block. You can tell, can't you?
Yeah. Well, the first I've ever heard of Gaze was when I met him about a month or so ago. Like I said, when you meet someone personally, and like on internet, you even get a vibe off internet. We all know that. But when you meet someone, as we all know personally, look into their eye and you see them and see if they're slippery or see if they're genuine and see body language and see, more importantly, what the content of who they are. He seems like a good man to me. And you'd think, I've personally seen how the police have harassed him, come at 3, 4 in the morning when I've been there, and they've stitched him up, taking umbrellas off. They've come and said they nicked him for that chalk on the wall. They took away the kettle. There's been cunts. They ain't helped him or assisted him like they would if that was Extinction Rebellion or something. I'm telling you. So it looks to me that he's a good man. He lost his house through fracking. Like I said, he lost his house on April Fool's Day or whatever the story is. It damaged his house. It was like a mini earthquake, and that's when he found out about fracking. He's never looked back because they've messed with him. You know, he ain't gone looking out to be an activist. He was just a geezer. He was a DJ or something, and then he's just like me. I'm a painter decorator. I don't ask for fucking none of this. Sometimes it would be easier not knowing what I know, and I'd just be out there painting walls, getting paid, and banging chicks. Like I used to. No, I was a gentleman. Don't get me wrong. I weren't a slag to any ladies listening. I wasn't a slag. I'm one of the nice guys, but I did. Yeah. Never been married. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I'll do. That was my fun times. Nice. Yeah. No, I ain't got no kids. I'm young, free and single. I look after my mum. Once I looked after my mum, we work out and have some fun. Yay. but then you do some research and you grow up and you think, oh, yeah, but I can still have some fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm not old and I'm not on a heap yet. That's what I'm saying. We talked off the record. You know what I've got planned for tomorrow? I've got other things, but I've got to just go there for the team and just have a look what's going on. Then I've got to live my life as well, mate. Fuck's sake. But then it's the kids that get my little godson, I've got to think of them. I can't be selfish. My little godson, he lost his mum, bruv. He ain't good. He's 10. That ain't COVID. That's cancer. That's fucking 49-year-old woman, mate. Sadder than flipping anything. All the mums has been lost to cancer. That's the biggest pandemic we've got on this planet. Tell you that.
Exactly. And that's when you look back and you think all the things that people die of that are happening all the time, but they never had a lockdown. But this one did, didn't it? This one has, and it's making people even worse, man.
Yeah. They know it. They knew that. They done their models. That's why they said, look, we need to lock it down so people can't get treatments in hospital. Then we lock it down. We're going to make them wear masks and psychologically attack them so they think they really need these masks and they're going to get ill. But ironically, they're going to fucking get ill wearing these masks because they're breathing in their own bad breath, sort of, for want of a better fucking term. Yeah? What's it called? Just see, what's it? It's carbon monoxide or whatever you're breathing in. Here you go, carbon dioxide. You're breathing in your bad air, basically. It will make you ill. Not to mention the psychological effect. I told you I've researched that Germanic new medicine, and part of you when he's done the 40,000 brain scans, and then you've had a lesion on the brain and it relates to a disease on a part of the body. That's gonna say your brain keeps thinking all this shit. You're gonna make yourself ill, mate. Come on, that's it. That's a no-brainer. That's how they're gonna have their spike as well. Hypochondriacs or people thinking they're ill, getting these symptoms.
One thing I saw advertised was masks. Yeah, it was modeled by like this sort of pretty Asian woman, and it was a see-through mask, so you could see the mouth. So you know that's going to be the next thing. So you can still show everyone your gorgeous lipstick that you spent your money on, you know, because you got a see-through mask now.
We talked about these already. I'm sure we did. I'm sure anyway. We've talked about fashion masks and it being just going to be a new accessory. Yeah, don't surprise me. Yeah, of course. See-through mask, it makes sense. Yeah, it's going to do fuck all because there's no virus. And even if there was, it wouldn't stop you doing it. We all know that. Oh, man, I don't know.
Right.
Louis Vuitton's got one as well. £700. Louis
No
Vuitton mask.
way. No way. 700 quid to make money off a
Yes.
virus, yeah?
Yeah, Google it or whatever. I'm sure it is. Will be. I know it's in the hundreds, 600-700 quid. Louis Vuitton or one of these top designers. They'll all have them. But that's the one I heard the other day. I saw.
I'm not being funny, right, G, but months ago, yeah, we could have got together and we could have made some t-shirts, yeah, exploiting this virus. But for truthers, you know, like your man there with the COVID 1984, whatever it was, you know,
Yeah.
all these t-shirts, we could have made these a long time ago, but I felt morally, I don't want to make money off of a supposed pandemic. These fuckers don't care. They don't care. They probably knew about this decades ago. Right, here we go. We're going to make some money when Corona comes in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Well, I saw a gap in the market. My friend was saying, but I couldn't do it. Morally, I couldn't do it, obviously. But yeah, masks. They're going to knock them out this winter. They're going to have, be like balaclava masks or something. Or that one with Billie Eilish or whoever the other dickhead in the MTV Awards when she had the little, similar to what you should put up, just a sort of screen on the front of the mask, electronic screen with lights on it, basically. And if you're telling me they didn't sell thousands of those, literally as she was on telly or the preceding hours and days, yeah, my name ain't G Truth. How about that? They would have flown off the shelves. These mummy, yo, look at that, Amazon. Yeah, any smart cookie there to China, he'd have took a picture of that on the telly. He'd have them made up in the factory and shipped out within hours. We all know what marketing's like, and idol worship with these kids and kids, adults, humans. Yeah, easily explain humans are.
It's just disgusting, isn't it? Because people are looking at it as a, you know, a customization item. You know, I've seen people with Man United ones. I've seen like women with like cuddly cats on them. It's just, mate, why are
We
you
said it
doing this?
ages
Supposedly
ago.
people are dying.
We said it ages ago. Ages ago, there'd be a fashion accessory before you know it. Different colours and fucking blah blah blah. Yeah, just used to. It's normal now. I'm seeing people just walk. I think, what the fuck? You're a big man. You got some big just walking down the road. Like, what? They've just got used to wearing it. Don't they realise consistently wearing it? There's been studies. There's more studies to show how harmful they can be consistently wearing a mask than there is to show, if any, that it's going to stop you getting a virus. Fucking ridiculous, mate.
That's what I mean.
Crazy.
I
I went in
don't know.
Sainsbury's the other day, and I was obviously the only one in the big Sainsbury's down near Tooting, whoever it was, and they all had the mask on. I just had to do it. I go, wow, look all these, love, look all these crazy people. Why are they all wearing masks? So everyone's gone mad, didn't they, love? Then I started laughing. I goes, look, you're all wearing masks. You've gone mad. And I looked at this critic. I goes, bruv, why is everyone wearing a mask? You're gone mad. Put it back on them. Fuck you. Put it back on them. You're the mad ones. Literally, you are mad. How can you call me mad when I've just got the critical thinking skills or whatever to just look at what you're asking me to do, research it, and find out it's a bad thing? Not even just to the level we've researched it, but just to research, Oh, right, the government wants me to wear a mask, love. Let me see what it does. Hold on, just they're not getting it. They're not. And that's scary because they just roll into whatever else the government wants them to do, the vaccines and all this. And that's when it gets,
Do you agree with this, right? If you were a betting man, which we are, would you put a bet on Keir Starmer to be the next prime minister and Trump to still carry on? Because look, Biden is getting they're showing him in the media as an old man with dementia who doesn't know where he is, blah blah blah. And obviously, Trump will win in that case. And then here you got the same, but you got Boris, who's like a bumbling idiot, who's like making loads of people die supposedly. And then you got Keir Starmer, who believes in BLM because he takes a knee, he wears his mask, all this shit. He takes a knee, sorry, yeah. It's just, that's what I would do. I'd bet on both of those.
Well, me personally, I've always never had any faith, especially the last few years when I've realised who really controls this world, in any politician or government. Especially now, from what I've seen the last 6 months, no fucking way. So it doesn't matter if it's Keir Starmer, you know what I mean? Unless they made me Prime Minister, there won't be any change, guys, sorry. Well, there might be a few other guys out there, but talking from my point of view, I know I'd be a good fucking leader because I'd be an honest, good man. I can guarantee that. So point is, I know there's only one man I know now, 100%, and that's me. And I can say that because I know me. And there's obviously be thousands of other good men, yourself, but there ain't, we haven't got the control. They have. And they're not good men. And the other people they'll put in to do that job after Boris is out or that other nonce protector is out, they'll put other people that are controlled by them in. They won't put a good man like me or you or fucking David True Hudson or any of the good men that listen to this or ladies that listen to this channel or other, they won't. We'd all do a good job. We'd all do the right job. We'd know the truth and we'd want to fucking expose the nonsense and the lies and do the right thing for us fellow citizens. They can't have that.
If I was a politician, right, what I would do is we'd all be a group here. We wouldn't have a leader. We'd all be the same, right? There'd be a group of us and we'd all have discussions about what the right thing to do is.
That's
But
right.
one thing we would definitely do is make weed legal, bro.
Truth. You're really breaking up today, mate. I don't know if anyone else has got that problem, but
They
I
were
really
saying this
can't
all
hear
right,
you.
but I'll try again, bro.
Oh, I'm here alone again. Right, everyone. It looks like I've got to pop out to the shop sort of thing, but I'll take this with me. Truth should be back soon. Views are on what's this? Keir Starmer is a dick leader in opposition. Exactly. Politicians. My way I break down politics to people is just like tossing a coin. It doesn't matter what side, whether it's heads or tails, it lands on. The person who tosses the coin, which is the money power, they control it. So it doesn't matter who they get in position, But the people who want the heads or the tails, they think they've won. Oh, we got Donald Trump, we've won. Oh, we've lost because we haven't got Hillary Clinton or vice versa over here. But ultimately, it doesn't matter because that coin is controlled. Ironically, the money power is that hand that controls that coin is what really matters, not who wins that little game there. That's why I've never done politics for years, especially with Tony Blair and piece of shit like that. And then you research Winston Churchill, another piece of shit paid for by money power to do their bidding in the Second World War and stuff. Now, how is the man? Hello, sir. How you doing? Nice one, mate.
Shall I take a knee, yeah? Shall I take a knee?
Yeah, take a knee for the truth, mate. Take a knee for humanity. That's about it. Well, I'm just telling you, look, I've got to pop out because I'm a gambling man. I just want to have a gamble. My bet's just gone south. If anyone's got any record, no. Do you know what it is? I'm superstitious. When you've mentioned You just mentioned bet about 2 minutes ago, gambling. I thought, why have you just mentioned that? My bet's gone south. So I've got to go around the bookies, but I'll bring my phone to keep it going for you lot. Yeah.
You know what I do, right? Pick correct scores, yeah, because you get really good odds for that. You only have to put a little bit of money on, and you'd win a lot of money. So pick a score, like a correct score. Say, with the big teams, say like Arsenal to win 2-0 or something. That would win you a lot of money. Trust me.
No, well, that's an hard one. That's a more of a direct. No, what I'd do is both teams to score. I might even have a live stream with you lot. You lot can give me some tips, mate. Yeah. I can't even send you no winnings for any if I win anything. Right. Anyway, no, we'll sort it out. Right. Right. No. Also, no. Let's talk about seriously. Let's get back to business. I don't know what other subjects you want to talk about. So I'm only going to be on for about another hour or so, or half hour, however long's truth's got. But yeah, I want to gear up for tomorrow. To be honest with you, I told the truth, and well, I'm telling the whole world now, mate. I'm a bit anxious about tomorrow. And how's that? As a free man, not breaking any laws, I'm anxious about walking down the street in London. That's it. When you put it into nitty gritty, why should I be anxious or anyone be anxious about walking down any street in this country just when you want to listen to someone talk? That is it. When you break it down, taking a flipping piss, man.
It's very like interesting that rule of six, yeah. Because I'm wondering if they've worked out, you know, how they can stop people protesting. It's got to be that's exactly why they do it, because otherwise it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Well, we know a lot of all their rules are nonsensical. Just like we said, they're allowing people from another country in illegally and then letting them stay in hotels and shipping them in and blah, blah, blah. But you can't associate with 6 people when you live here. That isn't showing people that this isn't some sort of agenda just to control you. I don't know what more you can show them, really. I'm past trying with a lot of people. I feel like my accountant the other day, mate. And I've been trying to send him bits and pieces. Yeah, and he just talks a bit of shit. Well, in a polite way. And I said, all right, that's it. I will not send you anything again. Fuck it. You know, intelligent man's accountant, qualified accountant. So, yeah, mate.
Some people are saying they think you shouldn't go, but that they would go if they were near to it. So I don't know, man.
Well, like I said, I'm not seeing it as going. Me, I'm seeing it as I'm living the city. I'm walking up there on my little walk. I'm walking up there. I want to see what's happening. You know, I know that might be a cop out to some people, but yeah, I feel like I've got to go. I just want to see what's happening. I don't know.
Is there a group of you going, G? Yeah, like the usual, yeah.
Yeah, I'd most probably, I'd most probably bump into people that I know down there. I'll see some people I know down there. Definitely, more than likely. I'm not planning to meet anyone down there as yet. No, just want to go and have a walk about. I was going to go to the vigil tonight, but it's too late now. I can't bother. I'm tired. But yeah, I'm going to go there and say hello to some people in the morning and see what happens. So I've got an appointment in the afternoon. I've got to go and see someone. So yeah.
I know what you mean. It's been a long week. It's been a draining week, mate. Saturday was hard work, wasn't it? Saturday was good.
Yes.
Saturday had bad parts to it, but yeah, it's been a long week, man.
Yeah, it has. Draining. Flipping draining. I've been tired, man. That's been draining. It's exhausting doing all this research and it's just fucking upsetting. And, like I said, I don't what do you think I want to be doing this all the time. I'd rather just be having fun. Like the old days, like all of us. I just
I'll
can't
be
help it
honest
now.
with you. I don't know about you, G, but I just feel like I need more people. I need support of other people to come and give
Yeah.
us advice and support because it's hard work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mate, can you give me 2 20s and a tenner, please? Yeah, I know. It is very hard work. It is. It is.
Peace, Ahmed. Because we're trying to, you know what I mean? We're trying to be positive, but, it's, I don't know.
You're right there. We need someone else to join the thing who's yeah, got some positive stuff. Yeah, I'll give it. Yeah. See, I'm just in the thing now, and you have to leave your name and number when you come to the bookies. No, well, madness, isn't it? I know. Fucking hell. Yes, please, bruv. Thank you, mate. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna come here. Yeah, look, you lot can have some live. Let's see, so bring me some good energy. Right, oh, right, both teams to score, you lot. Who do we fancy? Huddersfield, Nottingham Forest. Both teams to score. No? Right there, why can't I hear you? Right there, truth there, right. Alright, Bundesliga.
Premier League. Can't you do Premier League?
No, I'm doing it for tonight. I want to bet for tonight. It'll be a live bet for tonight. Right there. Right there, we're live. Alright then. Right, we're live. Right. Right there. Here. French League. Lille versus Nantes. Not Nantes, but Nantes. Right there. Yeah. Lille versus Nantes. Right there. How can I change this round? Look. Right. I'll have another think. I'm thinking that Lille are 14th, yeah. Nantes, Lille is 5th, Nantes is 14th. Last match. Right, I don't want to bore you lot with my bets, man. So let's talk about some. Oh, Irish First Division, Irish League. Luck of the Irish. Any Irish supporters out there? Paul O'Neill, give us some tips, mate. Irish, we've got Bohemians, Dublin FC, and Derry City. Right there, 15 minutes they kick off. That sounds nice. Bohemians and Derry. No, I don't fancy that. Sorry, guys. Athlone Town, Longford FC.
I don't fancy any of these, mate, to be honest. I'm going to have a look for you now. But...
Yeah, go on. Here, Juliper Pro League. All I look for usually is obviously have they scored in the last match. So this lot, they scored in the last 3. They've scored their last meetings. I ain't feeling it. Right, Conjure cut home if they scored 3, yes. Opium. Yeah, if anyone's got any tips, I'll take any tips out there, you lot. Oh man, there ain't that much many match left. Do you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm just going to go for it because you're running out of time. Right, I'm just going to do the luck of the draw. Hopefully you lot are bringing me some good luck. Oh, we've got Welsh. Yeah, I'm going to do the Welsh. I'm doing the Welsh one for Ethan. We've got Newton Town and Aberystwyth Town. Right, I'm going to go on superstitious. Right, I'm doing Portugal. I like Portugal. I've got good Portuguese friends. I do a bit of Polish because I've got a bit of Polish in me. I'm quarter Polish. Right, where else, guys? We're just winging it now because we're running out of time. Yeah, we've got to have a bit of Holland, didn't we? Have we got a bit of Holland? Yeah. Maastricht and Ost. Right? We have a bit of Holland because we all love Holland. Right, where else? This is going to wing it now, you lot. Brazil. Oh, yeah. Who can't? We all love a sexy Brazilian. Why not? Go on, then why not? I'm winging it. I'm looking for any excuse. We got any Belgians in the house? We got any Belgians? I'll go with the Belgian ones. Right, I'm going to have some Irish for all Irish people. Right, I'm going for that one. Who else? What you lot? Go on, give me a number, you lot. Help me out. That's it. How many selections? Core. Right, is that enough? 8 selections, you lot, yeah?
Way too much, but yeah.
No, the more you put in, the more, look. You got to be in it to win it. I'm reckoning about Dublin and Derry. That's it, I'm going for it. That's it, I've done it. Yeah. It's only money, like they say. Right, I'm going for it, you lot.
Everyone
Wish me
wishing
luck.
luck.
Thanks, guys. That's the bet. We've done it. See you later, mate. Thanks, bro. Right, that's it. Right, that's it. Right of it, guys. I see it just in a live bet on Truths. Bring me some luck, guys. I mean, that's what I've resorted to, you lot. You know what I mean? Like they say, when the fun stops, stop. I can afford it, mate. I'm a big boy. I like having a little. You know what I mean? I'll let you lot know how it goes.
Rodney.
I'll let you lot know how it goes. Oh, it's windy out here, boy. No, so getting back to business, has anyone got any sensible stuff to talk about? I apologise. I just had to do that bet. I just wanted something to watch while I'm talking to you lot. I can't see sun under chat at the moment.
Everyone's numb, mate. We're all numb. We don't know what to do. We don't know what to think. We don't know what to effing say, innit?
No, do you know what? Didn't I say that earlier? I felt flipping funny today. I'm feeling so anxious about tomorrow because I said how there's bullies last time. I'm thinking, cunts, you know? Definitely. I'm feeling anxious myself about it. Who wouldn't? Like I said, all I want to do is, like I know, I'm walking down the road, I ain't done nothing. I pay my taxes when I'm working, blah, blah, blah. I ain't doing no harm. We should all just be able to walk down the road. Not have to go through this shit. Anyway, see you lot soon. I'm still chatting. Yeah, we shouldn't have to go through this shit. Know what I mean? Well, anyway, what I'd like to know is how's it in other parts of the country? If you can see any of the comments, Truth, what's it like in lockdown and for other people? I've gone on about London. I'm interested in other parts. If anyone wants to disclose what's like their experience, where they're from. Because you hear about these localised lockdowns in Wales and places like this, but I don't know just how bad they are, sort of thing.
So you're quite near a shop then, G, yeah?
Yeah, I live central, mate. I'm right. I've got everything near me. Yeah, I'm right central, mate. Everything's
So
here.
have I. It's the best way because that way you don't need a car or anything. If you need something emergency, just walk. You know, it's perfect.
No, but you say that, mate. I told you today I went out to see someone. The roads around where I live are fucked. And in other parts of London, I've heard they've been fucked. It's all part of their plan. To just make everyone chock a block on the roads, get frustrated, you know. See it. All the big main roads in London, they've made all the bus lanes in London now are 24 hours a day. When it used to be certain lanes you could go in outside certain off-peak hours to help congestion because it opens up a lane. Now he's made every fucking bus lane in London 24 hours. Another thing they've done is traffic management. They've literally closed so many roads, and I've heard this from a few people in different parts of London. And I'm getting old these stairs, boy. Fuck me. I'm not dying, everyone. I ain't got corona. It's just on fucking stairs, right? So then they're what you calling it? Making all the traffic just go out of one way, basically, so you can be managed, watched, controlled. Yeah, that's it. They did all this fucking plan for ages with all these little councils, all the little nonsense in the councils and traffic departments. Yeah, mate, they know what they're doing. Definitely. Yeah, and this will be happening across the country, across the world. Oh, fuck me, I just noticed. Like your rats, mate. Nice, bruv. Oh, you loose one. Yeah, it's Friday night. Yeah, come on, let's lighten the mood. No, it ain't even like I want. Like I said, I want to win money, take birds out. Oh, don't do that. You've just made me feel like a beer. Oh fuck! I've just come in. Truth, man.
I was
Oh,
going to tell you to get one. You should have done.
I know. I'm just out. You've heard. I fucking die coming up them stairs. All right. I'm gonna have a fag. It'll be easier coming up the stairs after I have another fag, and then I'm gonna go out and get some. Yeah. Yeah, it's Friday night. Yeah, most of you will chill me out. I'll go and have a Guinness or something. So I mean, you can't go to the pub anymore. Those days are finished for me, mate. Look, I just told you it's come out of the bookies, and he said, "Oh, earlier there was like name and number or whatever, or your name and your phone number." But I sort of swerved it, and when I've gone in now, he said, "Oh, you was in earlier. You gave it earlier," and I said, "Yeah," but obviously I didn't. But I'm saying you have to go into the bookies now and leave your name flipping like in pubs. Come on. And a lot of the geezers there, they've got their mask policy like everywhere else. But obviously, I don't wear the mask. Never have. Because they know I'm exempt. But I'm saying it's like ridiculous, mate. They really want to instill this fear and this control that there's really this virus that you really have to be so wary of. You need to leave your name and number and show where you are at all these times and let us know because we're doing it to help you so we can track where you are and keep you safe. But it's so fucking nonsensical when you look at it. Even as you say, mate, you're not even gonna get ill if you get it. They're blatantly they've told you that you can have it and not even get ill from it. So how is it that serious? And then you look at the people that have gotten ill from it and they're not even dying from it. They're just saying we've had to. Oh, I'm going over old ground here. It's just frustrating. No, because it's frustrating because even when you try and live a normal life, I've just gone around there, as you lot have witnessed, gone into my local bookies, and you still are with your name and they're all wearing the things. You've got the screens in front of each. You know, when I've just done the bet on the computer screen there, that both teams to score. Usually, before you had the screens, you see, I'm a talker. I like going to the bookies and I'll talk and I'll meet people and talk and get, yeah. Now you can't even, you still can, but it's not as free as it was because they've got masks on. You've got these screen dividing screens between each fucking, you know what I mean?
They're all a bunch of
Jester's that.
they're all a bunch of knobheads, mate. They're all big men, scared of bloody fresh air. Corona snowflakes, mate. Corona snowflakes, mate. That's what they are.
Yeah, something's up with them, mate. 'Cause even if you, like you say, even if you like to be a man and say I'm not wearing the mask, but then I see some girl getting taken away in America, but certain other channels will say that he was most probably controlled, and who knows, it might have been. But if it wasn't, or if it is, it's showing the narrative and the fear they want to put out there. This young American girl was just watching a whatever sports game on it in the sports in the stands, and it's like she hasn't got a mask on. Well, it's not like she hasn't got a mask on. She hasn't got a mask on, and then the policeman or whatever nicks her basically. Yeah, and you got the other one with a geezer over here, an old white geezer in Kent or wherever it was, and they nicked him because he wouldn't wear a mask in the hospital, or whatever, when he was there assisting his wife or helping his wife out, supporting her at a meeting with the hospital with the doctors or whatever. They nicked him. And it's always the same. You see them going away ranting and raving like they're mad or something. That's what they want. I've had some rants. I ain't gonna lie, mate. Fucking I have. I've lost my fucking top with certain other people over this mask shit. The next time I've seen them, they've just been humbled. You know what I mean? I've done it with the geezer in Security Guard in Trafalgar Square, Tesco's, funny enough. Told him, next time we're pals. Goes, all right, bruv. Just go in there without a mask. And he's most probably now, he won't fuck with anyone else without a mask. Good. Don't. It's not doing you or anyone else any favours, mate. Just mind your own business. You ain't nicking none of your fucking, you know what I mean, champagne or none of your cakes or sausage rolls. You ain't a thief. That's what you're there to stop thieving or people abusing other customers, mate. We're not wearing a mask, so mind your own business. That goes out to all fucking little dictators who want to tell people, why aren't you wearing a mask or this, or give them, even that, the dirty looks. I've heard so many little stories from non-mask wearers. Oh, look, this is my lady friend calling, guys. Truth.
Oh shit!
I just let it out on the internet. Told you, look, before I get too old, all right, look, I'm going to call her back in 2 minutes. That's how much. I can't just leave you guys hanging like. I'll give you guys 2 minutes. 2 minutes, guys. Well, not 5 minutes. Like I said,
read the comments, G. Read the comments.
Right there. I see him. No vaccine, no buying or selling. Yeah. That's right. That's right, Paul, mate. Totally right. Pricing little man out of the. Yep, they're doing it in London and squeezing them off the roads, just making it so difficult to get anywhere. Where they just want you to go about on these little bikes. I've heard so many people getting these little bikes now. You must ignore them. Oh, we're right in the middle of this chat as well. Oh, look, I can't leave my lady friend waiting too long. But I'll roll this bag and everything. No, who's else? It's a shame no one else is here to keep. Who else is here? Ain't there no one else who wants to jump on with a chat before I go? Keep it going.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I've had a bit of beer and I'm all cocky and arrogant now,
right?
mate, so I can do it.
Oh, wicked. Oi, well, I've got to talk to me pal, but much love to everyone out in the chat. If I don't, and obviously to the truth, if I don't come back and the truth's finished, once finished my convo, I'll I'll get in contact with who I need to get in contact with in the morning, you basically, and we'll see where we take it from. But if anyone wants to, we're talking in the morning if I don't talk later. But much love to everyone, and yeah. Also, just send whether I go or not, just send all our thoughts and prayers or if whatever good energy out to the people going there tomorrow. Because I believe most of 99% are doing it for the right reasons, unless they're a shield for the government, doing it for their little truth, you know.
Here's my prediction, right? At the moment, you got other things in your mind. It's nighttime. You're anxious. In the morning, it's going to be a beautiful day. You're going to hear angels singing. Then you're going to go, mate, and we're going to change the world.
I most probably will, mate. I'll get there and I'll do some. No, I'll call you in the morning, and I know if people want it, I'll get out there and do it. Film it. As long as we ain't, I'm just a bit anxious, but we get it filmed and show you lot like we did last time. A bit of the truth, basically. Get some interviews with some good people. Yeah. And if we do it for an hour or two, we'll do that and we get a stream going.
Yeah.
All right.
Gee, put your link for your channel in here, because there's some people who have not heard you before, and they've obviously they realise that you're a good guy. So yeah, put your link in there, bro.
I'll wait there. Thank you for that. Fuck knows how I put it in. I've got this because I'm talking to you. I can't chat on this comment sort of thing. Cause it's fucked up.
We'll get someone else to do it.
Yeah,
someone else to do it.
Nice one, brother.
Know that it's yours.
You're
yeah.
A diamond.
Okay.
All right. Much love to everyone, and much love to you, Truth. If I don't come back, I'll talk to you lot in the morning or whatever.
No worries, man. Always here. Yeah, you take care, brother.
Big love.
Enjoy your evening, though.
Thank you.
Enjoy your evening.
See you soon. Peace.
Yeah, so there you go. There goes a legend. Right, let's see what you cats are saying. COVID and climate change are hand in hand. Yeah, they are. Prince Charles said the other day, Prince Charles, I believe that climate change will be a worse consequence than COVID-19. Do you know what else I noticed today? Greta Thunberg. She's back. Guess who's back? Yeah, she's back. Right. Anyway, she's back. So now you got all these other crappy movements. Now you got her one again. Brilliant. Just what we needed. Because there aren't enough at the moment. To know your enemy, you must keep them close. So watch Boris Johnson. Yeah, he's got a really weird full name, Brian Kent. Boris Johnson. He's a total tosser. The Valve masks are described in mainstream media as being worse at transmitting bugs than no mask. But shops still let them in. So it's not about reducing infection at all. Okay, agreed. You must ignore the directives concerning your families. You must stay in contact in person. Come on, enough is enough. If you do know what they're doing, then do something about it. I agree, Brian. We have to. We're all too old now to not do anything. Everyone on here is a moderator. It's like a police state. Do you know what this room is like? It's like a commune, yeah, where we're all equal. We all have our say. And if someone is an idiot and shows bad intentions, and we have the right to discuss it, and then we agree on an outcome for that person or persons. That's what I believe in. Equality. Everyone gets the first. We all start on an equal basis, you know. That's why everyone's got a spanner. That's why everyone's a moderator. And then if you go against the will of the people, then we have to, you know, look into that. So is anyone here going tomorrow, or we all just armchair spectators? Thank goodness for people like G is probably going to go, yeah, because I can't go. But yeah, man. So the Chronicler, I've not seen you here before. Welcome to the channel. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? You from England? Are you from the south? Yeah. Happy Friday to everyone. As happy as a Friday can be in a zombie land where you're the minority always, even though you know that the people who are the majority are just literally insane right now. Excuse me. Yeah, literally insane. Welcome to Brian Kent as well. Right. G just said something about foreigners and his preaching peace and love. Can you explain, as he did not? No, I can't. He was just saying that there's stories in the media that say that immigrants that are coming into the country getting put up in 4-star hotels. I think that's what he said. Brian, let me see if I can fix that, my friend. I'll do that for you now. Un momento, por favor. Right. I've added you as a moderator. If it works, it works. If not, you might have to come back in the room and then it will be there, because it's been a bit weird today. Tomorrow I'm going to my sister's to meet my sister and my dad. Good, have fun. That's what life's about. It's about having fun, but they tried to take that away from us. They tried to take away music. They tried to take away sport and art and culture, human spirit, human interaction, human consciousness, everything. Well, we ain't going to have it, are we? Are we going to have it? No, we're not going to have it. Do you know what concerned me recently? I've seen a lot of what you would call down and out people, yeah, and they've been wearing the mask, and they already look really, really, really unhealthy as it is, yeah. And then I'm thinking, you're really unhealthy as it is. Now you're wearing that mask as well. I don't see how long you'll last, you know, and that's pretty scary. They're basically wearing something that's going to lead to their own demise, and they don't even know it. They think they're doing the right thing. I've had like Muslim women not be able to hear this other sort of white, maybe Romanian, let's say, guy, because they're both wearing masks. And then I said to her, you can't understand each other because you're both wearing a mask. And she said, yeah, I know, I don't want to wear one, but one day I didn't wear one and my community called me a traitor. So that's what we're working against, you know. We're working against peer pressure, media, you know, blackmail, emotional blackmail. Your mild cough can be someone's death knell. COVID, it's not gone. It's not gone yet. Come on. They're just keeping this going as much as they can for the second wave. The second wave is a crucial thing. They're blaming all the illnesses on COVID. You know, they're already lying about the death certificates. We know that. Now they'll have even more leeway. But the truth is the truth. It doesn't matter how much lies they tell. We know the truth is the truth, and we know that we're good people and that we're trying our best to help other people see that this is not the way to be, you know? What, is that you, Roy? The chronicler? No, of course it's not him. He's not. He's older than 1984, unless. Oh yeah, he's using that as a book. You know? Yeah, okay, I'll forget it. Whatever. Adrian, it's called Crash Course Media. Crash Course Media. That's G Truth's channel, and he's got some very exclusive videos on there of him going to Speaker's Corner in Hyde Park, London. Yeah, I highly recommend you subscribe to his channel. I got some idiot doing work on their house 2 doors away at this time of night, and I can hear it through the walls, just hammering so hard. You guys have to do everything for you, don't I? Huh? I have to hold your hand. What do you want me to do? Like, wipe the muck off your face as well? Right, I'm putting it. Oh, so I went to all that hassle, and you found it. I just wasted my 10 seconds of my life. Well, I'm still putting it in anyway, all right? Yeah, there you go. That's G Truth's channel, okay? Please subscribe, put the notifications on so you see everything. So talk to me, people. What are we, what's going on? Adrian, I've made everyone mod. Remember, this is the second channel, yeah? But for some reason, it's not doing it. So maybe come back in the room, leave and come back and see if it's worked. Anyway, who's good at beatboxing? I am the biscuit destroyer. I destroy all far right biscuits. I am the butternut squash destroyer, the Findus crispy pancake destroyer. Feel my wrath. I've been destroying far right biscuits since I was a wee nipper. Oh dear. Oh, David Trill Hudson, how can you do this to me? David Trill Hudson, right? This is a message to you. Yeah, let's see if you can get this right. One of them is very aggressive, very sort of confrontational. he exposes the far right. Okay, the other one is more calmer but very sarcastic, and supposedly exposes the left. They both believe that Walt Disney is Hitler. They both believe that you shouldn't go on protests. Do you see the connections? One of them was trying to expose supposedly Respect, but never tried to expose Jedi. Both Respect and Jedi deserve questions because they both go to Speaker's Corner. Anyone who goes to Speaker's Corner and gets filmed on a regular basis, there's a big, strong possibility that they're an agent. Okay? I tell you what, right, you thick as pig shit. I found Illuminati symbols in my shredded wheat that Steve stole from the shop, guys. All right? So I tell you guys why Hitler is not Walt Disney, because they don't need to cut corners. They don't need to say, look, do you know what, Hitler, the New World Order, we're a bit low on funds, so do you mind just doing us all a favor and pretending to be Walt Disney as well? You'll still have time. We'll ship you through the time travel machine, yeah, so that you can carry on doing your empire bit. But yeah, we need you to be the creator of Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and Goofy, if that's all right. For God's sake. If Walt Disney is Hitler, then Tony Blair is like Bill Cosby. Yeah, come on. And these so-called theories, do you know what they're there for? They're the same as a David Icke reptilian thing. So it doesn't matter how much truth that you know. If you tell someone that you believe in reptilians, if you tell someone that you believe in Hitler and Walt Disney, automatically you're an insane conspiracy nut. Yeah? So no, that's I have a big problem with that. A big problem with that. I have a big problem with people saying don't go to a protest. I understand why some of you would say it, but other people say it for a wrong reason. They don't understand that it's about networking. They don't understand it's about the human spirit and collective consciousness and all being at the same place in one time and feeling the energy, feeling the vibrations and the positivity and looking at people without wearing masks. That's priceless, my friend. I tell you right now, G-Truth will never forget the marches he's been on for the rest of his life. I'm telling you right now. Adrian, how are we? How are you, sir? You okay? Oh, fuck's sake. I am the stew and dumpling destroyer. I destroy all far-right dumplings. Destroying dumplings since I was a wee nipper, wee to grasshopper. Hello, my name is James from Speaker's Corner. I'd like to talk to you about Hadith number 332. Oh. I think Sharon Brown and Suzanne Brown should have a fight, and whoever wins gets to keep the Brown name. I don't think we got room for two Browns in this room. Okay, so choose your weapons, and then fight for the right to have the name Brown in this room. Okay. Right. Does anybody want me to start singing some Michael Bolton? Let me know. Michael Bolton, let me know. I can take requests for Boyzone as well. Different strokes for different folks. Right, everyone. I think I'm gonna go and be evening meal destroyer because I'm quite hungry. All right. Depending on what G does, we'll do a stream tomorrow on my main channel, right? Because on my main channel, what I can do, I've only got an hour left of it, but what I can do is I can keep it going, so it can be a really long one. Okay. So if you're out and about, no, if you're around and G goes, I might stream still, even if G doesn't go. But I know him. I know he'll still want to go. He'll want to be part of it. I don't blame him. I would as well. If it was from around the corner from me, like you said, David, I would do it as well, mate. But for me, it's nowhere near. And what annoys me is there should have been marches every city, every major city in England at the same time as this one in London. There should be one in all the major cities of England. You know. It shouldn't just be London, so that people feel like unless you can get to London, you can't be part of it. You know. Hello, my name's Richie Allen. Oh, that was shit. Let me try again. David Hudson. Hello. I know what you mean, fingers crossed. You're the same as me, right? Everyone says, oh, he's a shill, she's a shill, their postman's a shill, my milkman's a shill. You know what I mean? Words and truth is supposed to come from one place and be transported to another. It doesn't really matter who transports that message. It's very easy to sort of just say, oh, well, because everyone's a shill and everyone's controlled opposition, let's not bother. What we'll do is we'll just sit here and we'll just wait for the world to crumble around us because we got no fight, because no one else cares. You know what I mean? Everyone cares. What we got to do, yeah, is even if we are not feeling positive, we've got to pretend that we are, okay? Because I reckon just by saying, even if I lie to you and say, do you know what, guys, I'm really positive about tomorrow, it's going to be brilliant, that might make you guys think that as well. And then you spread that to other people, and then, whatever. I think sometimes we've got to be just positive no matter what. And it is very hard. And I've been accused myself of not doing it as often as I should. And I take it on board and I'll try my best. I always try to laugh at the situation. That's why I take my time to do my memes and my thumbnails because I want people to laugh at these assholes. What else can we do? We can be angry at them. Of course we can, but I want to laugh at them. I don't want to give them power. If we mock them, they don't have the power anymore. We all hate Boris. He's an arsehole. Yeah. He's just so called, oh, I'm a bumbling idiot. No, you're just an evil satanic git wrapped up in a bumbling idiot, to try and get away with everything, just like Trump is, the so-called businessman who isn't scared to say what he thinks. But yeah, I'm sorry, but I just believe that every politician, apart from very, 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 very few, are all in it for the same reason, and they wouldn't be where they were unless they towed the line and did all this disgusting shit and not cared about other people and just in it for the elite. That's why they have all their little band, their little group, their boys group, boys club, the Freemasons, with doctors and lawyers and judges and police detectives and barristers and all kinds. But again, Hudson, SD says that Vernon Coleman is not to be trusted because he's worked for mainstream media. My counter to that would be sometimes you have to work for the beast to expose the beast, you know? So who's getting the socially distanced hoop and who's going to get the bubble boy thing? Who's going to get the coat with the see-through like mask hood thing? I think I'm going to get all of them. If you look at the amount of subscribers that people like Vernon Coleman has and the other Carl Vernon and then James Corbett and then UK Column, and then Anna Breeze, and all these. If you put all those thousands of people together, that's massive amounts of people. And if only half of them went to the protest, I'm sure we'd have a lot of people there. You know, guys, I'm a bit drunk, so I'm going to tell you this. I'm quite close to 1,000 subs, right? And that's a big thing. That's a big thing for a truther channel, because when I first started, it was very hard getting subscribers because people don't want the truth. What they want is videos of people fighting and some stupid old cows dancing or whatever. But you know, it's taken me about a year, and I'm nearly there. Um, I've done it for the right reasons. I've done it because I wanted to expose snakes and agents who go down to Speaker's Corner. Now it's bigger than that. Since the COVID thing came through, it's bigger than that. But yeah, I'm so close to 1,000. They're doing all kinds of dodgy tricks to me, like trying to silence me. And what would happen is they will make it so that I can't paste links into other channels. So I'm doing it. I'm posting it about 50 times, but it's not actually staying there. Yeah, when I go back, it's not staying there. So they're doing all these dodgy tricks to try and make it so I can't promote my channel. Doing anything they can to stop me getting to 1,000. But I just want to say to everyone who has subbed, because this is my second channel, thank you so much. And the other channel, I'm really happy with it. I think we've got such a great bunch of people. And what I like about it is that people will talk on the comments to each other. Nothing to do with me. I'll leave them to it, you know. And they're getting on with each other. They're making friends. They're finding out where each other lives, and they're connecting. And that's what it's about. It's not about me just uploading videos or having live streams. It's about the community interacting with each other and becoming closer and stronger. That's what it's about. And so when I get to 1,000, what I'll be able to do is live stream from YouTube. I won't have to worry about StreamYard and you know, how many hours I've used up. So yeah, it will be good. Um, so we're very close now. So I wanted to share that with you because I've hidden it. I don't know why I hid my subscriber count a long time ago, because the kind of people who were attacking me would have used a low subscriber count to sort of bash me over the head. But yeah, just wanted you guys to know that. Yeah, you judge the truth. You don't judge the person that says the truth. Like I said to people before, yeah, I might hate my neighbor, might be the most disgusting scumbag ever, but if he turns around and says something that's the truth, it's the truth. It doesn't matter my prejudice towards him because he's a nasty person. He's told the truth, so I listen to that truth. Yeah. So it doesn't matter who it comes from. If it's truth, it's truth. David Icke helped me get deeper. Alex Jones was the first sort of truth I'd ever heard, but he was very angry, very sort of American orientated. David Icke was English. I know where he lives, on the Isle of Wight, in a tiny little thing. I know the shop that he went to when he awoke. I know all kinds of stuff about him. Yeah, it's all verifiable. You know. Um, so I don't necessarily believe in the reptilian thing, but what I would say is that's probably been fed to him by other people, and he's run with it. Because if 5 people tell you, look, David, I saw a reptilian, I saw it. If 5 people tell you that, soon enough you believe it yourself, and then you will start spreading that as truth. And maybe he was given that to make him look stupid, so that everything else he says, which is 100% fact, is discounted. And that's why I say to these guys about Hitler and Walt Disney thing. Right. I think I'm going to go, people, because I'm hungry and I've done 2.5 hours. I think that's a reasonable amount to do, bearing in mind that we're probably going to do a long one tomorrow. Okay. So I just want to say I feel connected to everyone here. I wish you all the best, regardless of what happens tomorrow, regardless of whatever happens. I wish you all the best. I don't wish negative on anyone, apart from scum who are trying to lead us down a horrible, horrible path where children are brought up thinking it's normal to have their parents' faces covered, and if they fall over in the schoolyard, they're not allowed to be picked up by a teacher. I'm against spreading fear that it's bad to breathe in fresh air and be close to each other. I think that's the most satanic thing I've ever heard of in my life. And every day I wake up, I feel like, is this the day that it goes back to normal? And I realize it isn't, and it's depressing. But I don't know what else to say, guys. But at least we've got some of us here that we can vent to, that we can just say, look, I'm pissed off, I'm depressed, I'm angry, I'm frustrated, I'm numb. Yeah, a lot of us are feeling numbness at the moment, and we need some spark. We need something to be positive about, and let's hope that it's tomorrow. Let's hope that it's tomorrow. And I want it to be less like last time and more like the first time, where there were just masses and masses of people. Nothing bad happened. It was a good day. That's what I want. All right, everyone. I'm gonna get off now. Yeah. It's been a pleasure talking to you. It was good to have G. I hope he's having a nice night with his señorita. But I hope he gets plenty of sleep for tomorrow if he does go. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Pleasure always talking to you. I'll be back on my normal channel tomorrow for a live stream. Take care. Peace.